Perfect. Here we go. Okay. Let's get into it. You guys have been up to a lot of stuff in the town of Sandpoint lately. Uh, Not the least of which is you guys finally activated the Flume, the Hellstorm focus. Truly incredible. Um, Now that you have activated that, you guys are able to work on activating uh the various teleportation circles within the different levels of the pit. You guys have successfully killed and prevented two dooms of Sandpoint. You guys defeated Rip Nugget the Goblin and the Sandpoint Devil itself as it flew through Sandpoint, trying to burn it to the ground, attack you guys. It tried to kill some of you with just the raw power of its fear. But you all are working your way toward being quite favored within this town. Especially after that, you were able to up your status with a lot of different factions. And I think we have our... Where is it? Pop the rankings up right here so we can all see. We're at the Bunyet Club is at 1. The Rune Watchers are at 10. The Cathedral at 17. That's your best one right now. Mercantile League at 10. Scarnetti, surprisingly, only a -1. Townsfolk are at 13. And the Town Watch is at a 7. You guys have a couple things going on right now. I mean, you know you can delve farther into the pit. You know you were kind of warned by the previous adventurers and the adventuring party you talked to that it's going to start getting scarier the more you get down into past that like fog line in the pit. After talking with the other adventuring party, you have managed to you got a couple items, you won over a lot of them, although you did not you won over Adamar, Arca, and Churtis all the way, although Caleb, their benefactor, was not won over all the way. Although he did give you a nice skeleton key that should aid you on your adventures. Apart from them, you also had that whole strange thing with Lana Lee. He's been having these weird dreams about her mom and like a weird beast. The main quote that she kind of gave you guys, that the thing that seems to be her mother in the dream, she said, "They wear us when we dream." You also know that her and her mom were likely a kind of like dreamers. These people are able to touch the reality of the world around them, as well as potentially be prophetic. And you guys are generally just true heroes of Sandpoint at this time. Any questions about where you're at the moment, or your status in town, or anything like that?
I think so.
I think well, we're good so far. Lupin's learned some more about his family heritage, though the lady in red still has some interesting mysteries about her.
True. And we also had a kind of revelation that your family was maybe related to the Aspis Consortium, kind of like the anti-Pathfinder Society, a criminal conglomerate that's been around for a long, long time, hundreds of years. So you guys kind of have a couple different threads to chase down here. I mean, there's that weird dream stuff going on. You could head to the pit and start trying to connect those teleport circles so it doesn't take you as long to go and to come and go from town. You have a whole fucking cohort of NPCs that you know around town that if you needed to ask them for anything, you probably check in with them. You do have the Ghost Stone as well. Let me double check the stone. I believe you guys should be able to use it now, but I will check. Whoa. Peter, calm down.
I think we should at the very least get the first teleportation circle set up so we don't have to make the long trek every single time we do it.
Yes.
Makes sense. Alright, the ghost stone. Oh, and you guys also know that obviously the ghost stone, you've heard some, potentially gathered some more books and chances to research Lyra LaRue, the self-proclaimed 8th rune lord of Vainglory, pulling divination into the pantheon's not the right word, but the styles of sin magic.
Oh, that's true. I think so far we've only done the Hellstorm research. I think, do we still have the Lyra LaRue and general sin magic knowledge?
Holy shit, that was a big block of text.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. It's from Monarch. I was like, oh my god, that makes yours. Yeah, I see what you're doing. You do still have those research materials. So you could take time.
Good to do.
Yeah, it would take you. I'd have to check the exact time, but I think it was at least like 4 hours of research, like concentrated. As for the ghost stone itself, if it wants to let me pull it up here, come on now. Okay. Ghost stone. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out if it was per day or per week. It does reset once per day.
Okay, and do I have to make the check each time, or?
You do. Still have to make any like kind of whatever sort of magic check you're good at. But it is easier after you've like attuned to it the first time, so it is much lower DC.
That might also be worth it for us to do, just to see if we can get more hints about what's to come. But
makes sense.
I do think our first priority should be getting the teleport set up, linked up.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. In that case, I think we left it at you guys already had a chance to rest because you got your new powers. And we can just head over to. I'm pretty sure you probably already have tokens on this map. But I'll bring us over to the first level of the pit, the Whistlefang lair. And should we need Gangini for combat or anything, I can roll Gangini in, as they're not available tonight. Okay. So you would be working on this circle to the east is the one that would need to be attuned. And it's kind of the same thing as the main Hellstorm focus was. Like you could use whatever, like, primal, occultism, arcana, like whatever you like, nature, sorry for primal, whatever you would like to. But the activation is not like a 30 like it was on the stone. It's easier.
It's just arcana, occultism, and nature.
Nature, yeah. Basically, are you using, arcane magic, divine magic, or primal nature magic?
Is it also once a day?
Yes, it is once per day.
We should probably. I think Gangini's got the highest arcana.
All right.
Arcana is higher than my nature, I believe.
I'm pretty sure Gangini factored in. I forgot that it's not his token image, but I forgot that there is an image of Tuxedo Mask in his sheet, which is just great. Let's see, Arcana. Okay, the +1 from the magic items already factored into this. Are you hitting this with a guidance?
Yep.
And guidance is just a flat +1 in this, correct?
Yep,
So
flat +1.
this roll +1. Yeah,
A 34.
34. Smashed it. There is like, as Gengini kind of focuses his magic into the circle, there's this flare of like reddish purple light. And for the briefest of instant, you see like the various sigils and runes carved on the outside flash brightly. And in like the center of the Cyhedron, you see a floating window for a brief instance. And you can see the Hellstorm through that window. That was weird. Okay. Sorry, that probably picked up badly on the mic. There was a bit of glue on my desk that I was trying to pick up. Okay. Would you like to try to link this one? You do have to go down to the next floor, but do you want to try to link this to the one in the floor below?
I mean, we're gonna have to at some point.
You know, most of the Caligini are dipping, like, they all left to go back down into the lands beneath. So I would say, I mean, we don't have to keep jumping from map to map, but if you want to, Gengini will just make another check. I assume with a guidance.
Of course.
31. Smashed again. So you can now jump from town to floor 1 to floor 2. There is another portal symbol in floor 2 in that weird room where you fought the flaming haired lady. I think she just had red hair, not actually a fire, but you know what I mean. You gotta go down below that to find the next portal, which you have not been below that point yet.
Makes sense. I like to think that with everything he learned trying to get the flume started, it just made those rolls so easy on that.
Yeah, I think Gengini took those failures from the first couple tries of activating the Hellstorm focus and really locked it in.
Alright, so we've got the second one linked up now?
Yep.
Alright, do we want to try the Ghost Stone?
Oh yeah, you want to hit the Ghost Stone before we kind of head over that way?
Might as well.
Okay. Sylvina, here, in that case I will, just so we can see the Ghost Stone. Let me tab us over.
And then, are we planning on just going back, or are we going to go down? Are we going to do research? What's the next one?
We completely cleared the second floor yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's empty.
Kind of in favor of doing research and seeing if we can do some investigations into the dreams before we start poking the next floor.
It's Arcana for this, you said, Ben?
Let me double check. Arcana or Occultism. Yeah, either or.
Okay.
You have already, I believe you're the one that succeeded last time, so it should be easier for you, though.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll do. 28. Alright. You, before saw visions of, like, the Sandpoint Devil and the undead goblin, cutting down citizens with a flaming dog slicer. As you kind of hold a hand to the stone, this, like, weird blue light circling your palm, I imagine some of your, like, elemental magic is, like, pouring into the stone in return. You see visions of various townsfolk in Sandpoint. They're, like, tossing and turning, like, the kind of brutal nightmare that they're obviously having, like, their sheets are, like, soaked in sweat. And if that was not the worst, you do see... Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. I heard the warning that it's very hot. Thank you. Sorry, my partner was bringing me a sandwich. You see that not all of them, it's not like every time, but you begin to see citizens as they sleep. You see various creatures claw their way out of them. Some seem to come, like, straight out of their head, like it's coming from their mind. Some out of their back, out of their stomach. No two look exactly the same, but kind of pushed into you from this stone, you get, like, the unshakable sense that these are their nightmares ripping free of their sleeping bodies.
Are these people like actually just like being literally torn asunder by these things?
Again, a mix. Some seem like some of them kind of like shift out like shadows. Some are like straight alienating out of people.
Jesus.
All right.
I think that dream
Lupin sees
investigation.
this, and you see him like go over and say, "Oh, excuse me," and he sort of like pushes away to say, "Here." He runs around, and I'm not going to imitate this, but you just hear him violently retching just outside the door.
Oh, hey, Cat. You came back. What's up, dude?
Eric just looks over at Sylvina. I think perhaps we need to be looking into that dream situation sooner than later.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't think we have any reason to think it's associated with the pit, so probably doesn't make sense to keep delving down further at the moment, but
I think we should probably do some research first. Perhaps given that what he's talked about, natures of dreams, perhaps Father Xanthus would have some additional insight.
maybe, but I also think we should talk with Caleb, right?
Caleb. Why?
Because he's from Magnamar, and we think that the Midnight Dawn is from Magnamar, right?
Out of character. Midnight Dawn were the cultists. They're like, what was their whole shtick again? I know they were big on the deep vaults of the below the Underdark.
Well, I'm pretty sure we heard about them when we were talking with Xanthus about the dreams.
Ben, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I muted myself to take a bite because I didn't want it to be crunchy. But yeah, you know, they are like interested in Underdark, basically the various portions down there. They were heavily around Magnamar, although they have been other places around as well. But they were recently in the nearby area of Magnamar.
And didn't we hear about them in relation to asking Father Xanthus about the dreams?
Yeah. You know, they have some weird dream stuff going on, too.
Suppose we can see if he has any knowledge of them. Beyond that, we need to talk to the waitress and her sister, see what else they can tell us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
We've talked with Xanthus about it to some extent already, but maybe he'll know more with the idea that these will actually physically manifest.
Yeah. Let's see.
So you're trying to talk to Xanthus first about that?
I mean, it's an option. I don't know for sure what the best path is. You know?
Yeah.
Going further down is also an option because
If the pits are,
quite
if the
frankly,
dooms
there
coming
might
from
be stuff that can help us down there. We found the Desna artifact in here. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if something related to dreams is down here as well. But
True. And Nualia did say that the dooms come from the pit. Or at least, well, no, she said. What exactly? How did she?
I don't know the exact phrasing in front of me. I can find it in a second, but she basically said something along the lines of like she foresaw like 7 dooms coming from Sandpoint and like implied that they're from the pit, but
I
don't think
wish
she
these 7 dooms upon Sandpoint, and that one harkens on Red Wings. Unless you can delve the pit in time, you will not escape his fires.
It's that's what she said.
I keep decent notes. I try to anyway.
I appreciate that.
But she also says, "Seek me out in the land of the dead once the pit disgorges its 7 dooms upon Sandpoint." So it does imply that they come from the pit, because it refers to the 7 dooms as the 7 dooms of the pit.
Mm-hmm. I will say, if you guys are heading back to town, you could also, if you're not just set on like one person to talk to, you can still make like diplomacy checks to gather information around town. Like, see if this is like, you got a lot of information out of Lanley and her sister, but like you from this vision, like others could be experiencing it.
I mean, the rest of you all had nightmares, right?
That is the thing I wanted to ask, because
Mhm.
Yeah.
have we discussed with each other's what the contents of our nightmares are in character yet?
I don't think you have. I think you all had ideas about what you would have seen and like experienced. You could choose to share those with the party. Obviously, Sylvina, you didn't have any because you stayed up the
Yep.
whole night.
Yep. I'm not sure what we would be hoping to find in town. That's my concern with going back to town, is I'm not sure what we're looking for there. I'm also not sure what we'd be looking for in the pit, so whether you all think more dungeon crawl makes sense or not.
I mean, that's a toss up. I mean, you guys already are at the dungeon, for what that's worth.
Well, that is my thinking. We are at the dungeon, and it's not like it takes us a long time to get back, because portals are set
True.
up now.
For what it's worth, I'm looking through my spells, and I don't think I have anything that really. I don't have any auguries or anything like that within my spell repertoire,
Mm-hmm.
and none of us are divine casters.
Okay. In that case, it sounds like let's delve deeper.
I think we're here. We might as well. I guess
Yeah,
it's. I
sure.
guess. Perhaps we'll find some
Remind
clues.
me, what were the various ways to go down further?
From level 2.
Yeah. I think there's the one by the Caligny.
There is one by the Caligini. There was potentially a. I don't think you guys found that other one. You suspected there might have been another one. There's a teleport circle and then the pit itself. So one by the Shadow Folk, one in the pit, and this is starting to descend below the fog line.
You said we suspected one somewhere?
You thought that, based on how some of the other people in the dungeon were talking, that there might be another, but as far as I'm aware, yeah, I don't think you guys spotted it. Like, presumably it was hidden.
Okay. How do you guys want to go down then? Do you guys want to go down this way or the way that by the Caligini?
I can't.
So decisive.
I mean, we might as well start out this way.
Yeah, I think one's as good as the other. I think we can
Okay.
go here.
All right.
Actually, I'll take a. Can we make a listen to see if we hear anything coming from any of those in the
That's true.
from the lower level?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Let's see, nat 20. Ooh,
I'll take it.
interesting. What would you hear echoing up from there? I think that as you like kind of listen down the pit, you hear the most distant of noises, Tarek, but you do hear what sounds like that same weird like cry that the Sandpoint Devil was doing.
It is now occurring to me there may be multiple of these things.
Possible.
Great, just great.
I mean, we are stronger now, and
Are
not
true.
split up.
That also begs the question, though: was that one an adult?
Well, yeah.
I will say, just
I think we
I would say for a sense of scale, just so you guys know, the first level is 20 feet down. You're at 40 feet. At the foggy ledge is 60 feet down. Are you guys trying to like get farther down there after you hear the cry, or are you like hesitating now?
I think we do. I think we proceed, but
Yeah.
cautiously.
Okay. I mean, I'd say if you want to like go real careful, you guys can make like a group stealth check.
Not great, actually.
Alright.
All right, we're looking for majority successes here. It's already good enough without me rolling for Gangini. So you all see, there are two pathways here. There's kind of one door up on this ledge, and then this one appears to lead into a cave. I'm actually going to copy you guys over to the actual map there now. And let me, if it will let me, okay, let's drag you guys over.
is there fog around us?
Yes. So you guys are like in the beginnings of the fog bank right now. So like it's, you can still look up and catch glimpses of like what it looks like above you. Vision is now impaired here, and you like can't even see lower in the pit from where you are.
I am going to use the cast of Gust of Winds that I get from my Gate Attenuator, because it disperses fog.
Oh, hell yeah.
And mist.
I think you like banish the fog somewhat lower. I don't, and you see like, whatever the radius of that ability is, it pushes the fog down for a while. You begin to see that like the next level you would go to after that, if you kept descending the pit, we're starting to jump by more than 20-foot increments. The next part is at least 90 feet down.
Okay.
So it went like 20, 40, 60, 90. And I think the fog from where you're at on level 3, I think you push it down to reveal the 90-foot one. Maybe you catch like glimpses of their stuff farther down, but like you're basically pushing it to the next level below that.
If it's 150 feet deep.
You guys had heard that the bottom of the pit, from loose information gathered by people, is 150 feet.
You said there's a door here, and then you said we saw a different door somewhere?
You just see that this kind of corner here, it's like leading into a cavern. I'm gonna shift you. Oh, actually, it is dark in there right now, which is why you guys aren't seeing all the way.
Do you guys want me to put light for us?
Not yet. Well, I have dark vision, Ben. Can I see into there anything before
Yeah, I'd say you want to kind of pop up in front of.
I'll look. Yeah, let me move to the front. I'll look first, and then if it looks relatively clear,
I mean, I
I'll
think
give us some light.
just from this, are you staying like behind Sylvina? Or are you trying to push up a little bit farther?
I'll move in front of her.
Okay, I'd say yeah. If you want to push yourself up there, you're beginning to see there is this like open room ahead that is just really filled with stalactites and stalagmites. It's making it kind of difficult to estimate the actual dimensions of this cavern, as they're kind of all blocking various sight lines. I removed the there's like no actual on the map sightline blockage, but just so we can picture it. There's like condensation beating on the walls, gathering on the puddles. This is sort of like the like dankest of the levels you've been to so far. You can even see like, in addition to just condensation, there's like rivulets of water that seem to be dripping in various places. However, you do, as you kind of get to that right on the cutoff of the edge of the cavern there, Tarek, you can like catch a whiff of decaying meat from the southeast. So kind of just below you, if we're looking from your perspective to your left.
Can Sylvina and them still see me, or is it too dark?
I think they'd be
I
struggling
can
to see
see
you.
you, but barely.
Yeah, it's starting to be hard.
I would to look further. I'd have to step into the cavern.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give her like a wait sign, just that don't do the lights or anything yet.
All right, give me a stealth check as you move into the cavern.
This might be the next skill I take. Holy crap!
Damn, what a fucking time for a nat 20. Holy shit. Okay, this thing remains unaware of you. If you want to move your token in.
Oh, hello.
You see this creature up ahead, and you see like it's kind of faintly making those echoing sounds of the Sandpoint Devil. I think you've seen enough creatures like mockingbirds, like real stuff out in nature. This thing is mimicking that call, but it certainly does not look like a Sandpoint Devil. I would say if you want to give me a occultism check on it.
I am actually trained. Easy come, easy go.
Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
No fucking idea. That's a weird looking magic creature. It hasn't seemed to have spotted you, but I think also as you step into the cavern there, here, let's close that for a second. You can see the rotting meat smells coming from this corner over here. That appears to be this thing's nest. There's like bones, moldy shrubbery, animal and humanoid, maybe some goblin bones in there. Give me a perception check as you're looking in on that. That is exactly enough. You see there is one of the bodies. It's like a skeleton at this point, but you see that in kind of the telltale giveaway of magic equipment, there is a suit of like black studded leather on him. Can make a Arcana check, try to know exactly what that might be.
I don't have Arcana.
Oh yeah, you don't have it. I think you would not, like, you know enough to know like that's magic armor, but more than that, you're kind of like, I don't know.
What's like if it's I know primal magic and stuff, but like not like enchanted stuff.
Yeah.
What's with this dungeon and all the rogue gear?
Right.
There's a lot of rogue gear in here.
Don't mention rogue gear.
Yeah.
Especially magic black studded leather.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
I don't know. I'd say yeah. You go back, report to your friends. What's the plan?
I'll quietly step back. I look
Take
to
it.
Roland. Do you care to lead off, or you want me to?
Strike the torch and I'll run in.
I look to Sylvina and nod to her for the light.
All right, Sylvina, you activate that iron
Oh.
torch, or are you?
Not an iron torch. I have a class feature which lets me give everyone effectively a torch thing.
Oh, it's like the light spirals out to all of them. That's sick. Love to see that. All right. Hold on. Let me make everyone generate some light. Whoops. Boy, oh my god. Can I not type tonight? There we go. Good lord. Let's save that. So Tarek is generating.
The iron torch is on the character in the Sunday game.
You right. You right. Whew. I'm glad I'm not DMing that one now, because the double Rune Lord thing was really confusing my notes.
Yeah, it was a little much. It was a little much.
Getting all
Even as a
Thessalonian up
player,
in
it was
here.
a little much. So I imagine it was worse for you.
Yeah, I was just like, who learned this fucking knowledge about Thassalon?
I will say, as a player, I now know. Like, I feel like I've learned a lot about Thessalon.
Yeah, you're having like a fucking history class on this fake ancient culture.
Little bit, yeah.
Okay, everyone do be glowing right now. So there's this whoosh of flames as kind of conjured ember colored lights surround you all. Imagine they kind of look like buzzing little wasps. All right, as the lights flare, you hear that copied sound again. Let me clear some initiatives here.
Yeah, that's actually.
Go ahead and roll in. I will roll in for Gangini as well, in case it becomes relevant.
I can remember the names of everyone in the Sunday campaign, except my character.
How it goes.
One sec, let me launch Return of the Rune Lords real quick. This is gonna
Why am I blanking? I can't remember either. You've put this evil on me.
Sorry, that's perception, not initiative. Do you want me to reroll, or should I just use the 15?
We can reroll it. It's fine. Well, I rolled a nat 1 for the enemy. Strong start for my side of things.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
What? What did you discover? Alright, Gangini. I think honestly Gangini is gonna delay till after just all of you. And go right before it.
Because two of us in the party have names that get mixed up all the time.
Ugh, yeah. Alright. And this, we're gonna delay Gangini's turn, so Lupin.
Alright. And first action, stride forward.
Why don't I have a name?
What? Oh, your
There's no
token?
name for
Oh,
me,
yeah.
just my- yeah.
I thought I fixed that. Hold on. I got you.
5. Alright, so I'll run in. I will ask, am I allowed to already have the Monarch drawn?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, cool. So, already have drawn. So, second action, I will go ahead and do my usual shot put throw with the Monarch at it.
Vroom. Arcs through the air at this thing.
Ooh, nice.
This thing is not active in combat. It's definitely flat-footed. That will hit. Not enough to crit or anything.
It's flat-footed. But that's okay. Do get sneak attack.
You do get
damage
sneak
on
attack,
there,
yeah.
Then.
Because you guys all beat it on initiative here.
Yep, that's 3d6s now.
Woo, baby.
Yep. Got that with the level up. Yep.
God, that good sneak attack. All right, so 19.
Hey, all damage is good damage.
Monarch seems to just carve through this thing. Does not seem to reduce that right now.
All right. In that case, I want to leave path for others to get through. So I'll just go ahead, take 5-foot step this way as my third action. That's my turn.
I will remind you, Ben, and
Uh-huh.
I'll probably remind you again when we level up. Next level, the lights that I create get a lot better.
Okay. I will. Should we? I'll try to set all the light values before we go dungeon delving next time.
We're a ways away from leveling, I imagine, but I just figured I'd warn you ahead of time because once we hit level 8, they become 60-foot bright light, 60-foot dim light.
What did I just drop? Oh, damn it. I'm going to have to pick those up later. Not me dropping dice instead of the dice I meant to pick up because I have too many dice in my table. Alright. Sylvina, it is your turn as I live in fear of your bright lights.
Well, I figured I should warn you.
I'll try to brace myself mentally.
I'm gonna open kinetic gate. I'm gonna move. I guess to here.
Come to the false devil.
So I shouldn't be in anyone's way.
Yep, there's still a diagonal path past you.
Then I'm going to do a 1-action fire elemental plan.
Alright. Dash into the cavern. 33
for 4 fire damage.
Still not quite a crit, but that does do 4 fire damage. Now does Tarek. Actually, who has the higher bonus initiative, Tarek or Roland?
Tarek almost certainly has higher than all of us.
You are very wise.
I also
He's
just
got
figured.
high wisdom.
Yeah, but I
also have incredible initiative.
I'm master in perception, and I have an extra +2 bonus to initiative.
So you have 16. Tarek has
Minus 17.
17. Oh my god. Okay, so just barely it's Tarek.
Well, mine's 10, so I should not have been first.
Oh, I thought yours was a 26 on initiative. Yeah, you should have. I'll rearrange it for next turn.
Yeah, so my base perception is 15, but because of the incredible initiative feat, I get an additional +2 on the initiative.
I mean, that is a good feat. That's a good feat.
That'll be my
Always
next feature. I chose toughness instead, but
I mean, also a great feat historically.
I mean, considering the amount of damage you take.
I chose the one that lets me craft magic tattoos, so at any point when we decide which ones we want,
Hell yeah!
and we have some money, we can get some of those. There's some cool ones in 2E.
I am putting all my money towards weapons.
Makes sense.
I need a weapon.
Well, I looked
Lots
it up.
of swords.
If you want to put extra runes on weapons, you need the there's like fundamental runes. So there's like the +1, the potency runes, and then there's the striking runes, which increase your damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have an amount of runes on your weapon equal to your weapon's number of potency runes.
All right, Ben, I'm going to do a Tangle Vine on this guy.
All right.
So it's just a cantrip, but let's see. So what happens depends on the result of the attack roll. Natural 20. All right. What is with my dice tonight? I feel I'm mildly uncomfortable. All right. The target gains the immobilized condition and gains a minus 10-foot circumstance bonus to its speeds for 1 round. So it can't attempt to escape against my spell DC.
Woof. Plant tendrils launch up from the grounds, kind of wrapping around nearby stalagmites and stalactites, then like lashing the creature to those pillars of rock.
Is this an ongoing effect?
It just says the target gains. Let's see. Oh, heightened effects. Oh, and because I would. Oh, so because
You
this
cucked
I
me.
no the heightened. Uh, the effects last for 1 minute.
Oh God. We're gonna...
Does it target an area or a?
It's just a creature.
No, it's just a single
Okay.
creature. He basically
I
just
was gonna
tied
say,
it down for you.
What I was gonna say is like, did you just like make the area impossible for me to get into?
No.
No, it's just a cantrip. I have a success. It just reduces its speed. A critical success immobilizes it and also reduces its speed. It can attempt to escape on its turn, but it has to succeed on my spell DC. All right. Well, that was more successful than I thought for a cantrip. That's my turn.
All right, worryingly, this thing is on fucking lockdown. And Roland, over to you.
Yeah.
Have
Gonna
I complained to you all
sudden
yet
charge.
about how silly plant growth is in 5e?
No.
You're gonna see what I can do with it probably on Sunday, then.
Look, our DM said the first encounters might be really hard, so I'm fine with whatever bullshit you brought.
I'm just saying, they created a spell, and then they put in there, you can choose as many areas as you want to be unaffected by this spell.
Oh my God! So just leave a path for us? Brutal.
So
I will also
basically, I
say,
can have...
my echo, my double ignores difficult terrain. I just float over it.
Yeah. Well, this isn't difficult terrain.
It's just like an
It does
affected
not
area.
say difficult terrain.
Weird.
It is
Okay.
an area in which you must spend
26,
4 feet of
22.
movement to move
4?
1 foot. Yup.
I hate that.
So basically, I can make paths for anyone I want to anywhere I want,
Why is
and
it 4?
everyone else has... I don't know. It's silly.
It's a base, like, 5-foot system. Why would it possibly... Okay, whatever. Whatever, 5e.
Yeah,
Pop off, I
agree.
guess.
I agree.
Roland, you sprint around this thing. It's not a crit, but you just immediately, boom, slash into it. It's just, like, rocking back and forth, screaming at you guys, but cannot break free. You guys are just wearing away at this thing's health immediately. You still have an action left, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna brutish shove it.
Does that work while it's tanking? Oh, I guess it's just wrapped up already. It doesn't say it's locked in one square.
Yeah, looking for lashing itself to the target. Yeah, it doesn't. It just says it has the immobilized condition.
Jesus.
So if it says,
Let me...
Basically, hog tied him from 30 feet away with a vine.
Throwing your weight,
So I do make a melee attack, so it would still do damage, correct?
Make him... Yeah, I mean, it says make a strike.
Right.
And it also shoves. So it's like an attack that also shoves.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, shoved.
Yeah, I would say that it is. You, first strike, you kind of, like, find your rhythm, and, like, oh, I see its weak point. Wham! Come in from the other side. Batter it down past bloodied. And, what, is shove is, like, 5 feet for every 5 it exceeds, plus the crit, right?
I push it 10 feet away from me, and I can stride after it.
10 feet away, Jesus.
And it's off guard as
Can
well.
it be pushed?
I
I think immobilized condition in 2e. I'm double checking right now. But it immobilizes you. It doesn't immobilize you to a square. Let me see.
Well, and also looking at the spell description, it just says a vine appears within the air, flicking from your hand and lashing itself to the target. It doesn't say the target is anchored to terrain or anything. Like
But
that.
it is the immobilized. It's the immobilized condition that's imparting, right?
Yes.
If an external force would move you out of the space, the force must succeed at a check against either the DC of the effect or the relative defense of the monster holding it in place. So, but because you're substituting an attack roll for a shove check, that already 33, I assume, beats your spell save DC.
Oh, 100%.
Because the shove check would have to exceed your spell save DC, but we're substituting your sword swing for that. So, yeah. It still gets thrown fucking 10 feet.
It takes the damage, right?
Yeah, it takes 44, and then goes skittering across the floor, still wrapped up in fucking vines, as you just calmly, stride after it.
Just bullying this thing.
God damn. I mean, Sylvina already had her turn. We redid the order. Gangini will move into, like, here?
Can
And...
Gangini Arcana check the armor?
Sure, yeah. This is +1, +1 shadow studded leather. Basically, +1 AC on top of studded leather, and it gives +1 to stealth.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, Lupin, I think we found more stuff, more rogue shit for you.
And I feel like we're bullying the fuck out of this thing, so I don't know if I want to use... What level did you guys get up to?
We now have access to level 4 spells.
But what level are you guys?
Level 7.
7.
Okay, cool. He leveled it up then. I just want to make sure. I mean, honestly, I think he just does slashing gust.
Yeah, I think if he's...
That'll hit. I'll hit for 6.
Does it crit though, or
Does not
No, I
crit.
don't think-
Unfortunately.
Wow, 3 1s on the damage roll.
Because immobilized, I don't think changes his AC. Although he is still flat-footed, but it's not a crit. Yeah, that was a gross.
wait, he is off guard, so -2.
Oh yeah, I think off guard stacks. So we rolled a 31. We're flat-footed and off guard.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, what's he flat-footed from?
He hasn't acted in combat. You guys just fucking rushed in
Oh,
and fucking jumped his ass. Okay, yeah, you're right. He's off guard too. Yeah, he is crit.
24 damage.
All right, here's an additional 18. God, we're bullying the fuck out of this devil. Holy shit. Wow. That's crazy. He's also hold on. 3d4 bleed damage then. It's also bleeding for 8. Okay, wow, over to it. It immediately loses 8 health. It's gonna have to use an action just to try to break out.
couldn't it just attack me instead, or?
God,
What's
it's
the wording on the immobilized condition?
Oh, does immobilize stop you from making attacks?
Yeah, I think it does. Hold on. You're incapable of movement. Okay, it still can try to attack you. Because attacks don't have the move trait. Oh, God. I'm gonna say it can't do that. So it has a special ability that's unique to this monster that I don't think flavor-wise makes sense right now, because it basically has a special wing flurry attack that does a lot of damage, but you've effectively tied it up. So I think instead it's gonna go for a jaw attack on Roland. Obviously, it can't go fucking anywhere else. Does a 25 hit Roland?
25 just meets.
Okay, this is gonna be... Where's my d10s? That's gonna
There's no
be...
penalty from being immobilized.
I don't think it says it.
No,
there
it doesn't
is.
look like it.
Yeah, I'm looking. I have the page pulled up right now.
Yeah, it's all movement stuff.
You take 18, and it grabs you in its jaws. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, it automatically grabs it at the end of the action. Got it. It does cost an additional action to do that. So it's used 1 action to bite you, 1 action to grab you, and now that it's grabbed you in its mouth, it begins to puncture its teeth in, and you can feel it is starting to try to suck your blood.
This is reminding me of the thing that was sucking out Randall's marrow.
Oh, it's not sucking out bone marrow. Don't worry.
Why was there so much con damage in that island?
Yo, that island had so many sources of con damage. Oh my god.
Con damage is the worst.
It's real rough.
It was
Also, like,
Look,
2 of
I
them at
never
negative
took any.
levels. Yeah, I was saying, I don't know why you're complaining. You're the only one that got hit by 0.
I was gonna say, I think I've taken 0 ability damage the entire campaign so far.
I'm just reminded of.
I'm gonna throw so much
Marcus-
fucking poison at you next time it's my turn.
Come on.
I mean,
Marcus,
it's
I'm
the thing.
reminded of.
It never makes
go ahead.
sense. Like it's because those it never made sense for those creatures to target you, just like where you were at.
In addition to that, I'm also never the threat in combat because all I do is give like a bunch of buffs to other people.
So here's you ready for this? So you're drained 1 right now. It then normally would gain a quickened condition that would let it strike and stride somewhere else. It's tied up, so really there's no benefit for it. It sucks your blood, struggles harder, and that's the end of its turn. Back to Lupin.
Made me think about Shaw and Scorpio fighting the gene abomination thing with all the horrible poison barbs and stuff.
Oh yeah. I think I have the picture
Rough
of that
fight.
somewhere. Gene. Where's the gene?
I keep wanting to call it a gene stealer. I know that's.
I
Not
do.
It.
I do have a gene stealer token. Was the first result when I searched that. The other was a Genesis Wraith. God, when did we fight that?
So am I grabbed right now or restrained?
You're just grabbed. So you could take it 1 action to break free, basically. That's the thing they're talking about.
Gene Reaver.
Gene Reaver.
And it's cancer, Ray.
It did have a cancer ray.
Added
Look, the future is now.
Scorpio and I got very lucky on our fort saves in that.
I mean, yeah, but also Scorpio survived.
Again, Scorpio face tanking the disintegrate. Oh,
yeah,
Marcus,
always unreal. Oh yeah, are you muted?
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right.
Right, there we go.
Your turn.
All right, so first action, stride up here. All right, so get in the flank here. And then second action, attack melee with the Monarch.
All right, you sprint in, holding the Monarch, striking at this false devil. That's not occur this time because he's no longer flat-footed, even though he is off guard. But it does do 15, and you still have sneak attack on top of that.
All right. Also, I apologize. I misjudged here because I don't check on path filter. It's 2d6, which is still good.
Look, the amount that you guys are bullying this thing anyway, I think it'll be fine.
All right. So I apologize for my mistake there, but
nah, you're good.
Sneak.
Somehow, I don't think this thing lives much longer.
All right, this thing is. I mean, you can tell from its aura, it is deep in the red right now. Not looking good.
So one more
d6. Oh no, like I said, it's like that was my mistake.
It's only 2d6 now.
It's only 2.
Oh, okay.
I get third one later on. Right. I know it's got its teeth in rolling, but I still don't like being in melee with this, so I'll take final action 5-foot step back here.
All right. Well, sounds good. Tarek, thoughts? This thing's barely alive.
Move up here, get the flank with Roland. Using the Staff of Fire, I'm going to do an ignition cantrip on it with the touch attack ring.
Hell yeah.
I hope that hits. And then I actually get to roll d6s instead of d4s on the damage here. So.
25 does hit because it's off guard.
9 fire damage.
All right. Woof. This thing it kind of immolates you use your plants as fuel on the fire, and this thing is immolated. All right, we are out of combat. Goddamn, that was fucking brutal.
Fortunately, Roland, I checked. I can only heal Drained with Sound Body if I cast it as a 4th level spell, and right now I have it prepped as a 2nd.
Yeah.
But Drained goes away when you take a rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Full night's rest.
Yeah.
How
badly wounded are you? Do you want a medicine check or?
Yeah, go for it.
Also, everyone is gonna get 60 XP for that. For anyone wondering, it is a false devil. It was using rules of a variant unique chupacabra.
Nice.
Just absolutely just wrecked its shit though.
that was.
I
that
would
was
I
kinda
would like
savage.
to say that its main fucking ability is Wing Flurry, where it just activates this on a move action while it flies through you guys, and everyone that it flies through, it makes a acrobatics check to tumble through your space. If it succeeds at the acrobatics check, it does 4d6 damage. If it crits the acrobatics check, it does 8d6 slashing damage as well.
And Tarek's thing immobilized him, right?
Yep, immediately
Yep.
tied it up. So it was a completely irrelevant ability.
So yeah,
bad
he
roll,
can't
but
move.
bad roll, but
can't-
you heal 9.
Okay, so he can't move, and he can't use actions that have the move trait. Did the Wing Flurry have the move trait?
It does.
Okay.
You
Well,
guys
the other
combined to just fuck this thing. Its other thing was that
To be fair,
once
Ben,
it
I got very lucky on that. I
That
only
was
get
a
the
good
immobilize
crit.
If
Yeah.
I crit on it.
to answer your question, Roland, the other thing that blood sucking effect would do, it would have like let it immediately move again and do the slashing.
Oh, okay.
So basically,
might like make another attack or.
it like specifically lets it do the Wing Flurry on the move. So like
Oh.
basically like the strat is like wing flurries through you guys, attack someone, tries to suck their blood and then do it again.
Okay.
But that did not matter at all. Completely irrelevant.
I assume we're giving the armor to Lupin.
I think
Yeah.
it makes more sense.
Just cut back to Sylvina's like strapping it onto herself from behind.
That's not bad. It gives him the +1 to stealth. It gives him the armor. It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
All right. So we got a little XP there. I will say where you guys are staying now, you are still illuminated. There are multiple paths out of this cave. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, I just realized that would have been the first thing we've ever fought that its Wing Flurry would have been something I could have reactive struck on.
Oof. God, this thing was just fucking cursed to
Dead from
fail
that
from the
day.
beginning. Yeah, I'm dead from the fucking start. Well, you guys have certainly proved you've gotten stronger. There is a path kind of to the northeast, northwest, and southwest down here.
And let's see. We came in through up here.
You came in through this like little
I-
side path to the east over here.
Yeah.
There was also the optional door path that you guys did not go in.
What optional door path?
Do we want to go that way in the hopes
Over here,
that it,
Celine.
Yeah. Let's.
Oh,
I,
okay. Sorry.
I think
I was
we
never in a spot I could see that door, so
let's check the 2 left side paths first, and then we can start slowly clearing a place.
you mean down here, or
Well, there's an alcove up.
It's basically up
There,
left,
too.
up right, down left are the choices.
Start up left.
we're all glowing, so I think stealth's out the window for right now.
Yeah. Well, you also
Just
need
fucking
a bit of
armored
ruckus.
boots stomping as like glow fades around the outside. All right. Roland, you're heading into a larger cavern space. No more no more like stalactites or anything like that. You see it's mostly barren. To the southeast, you can start to see it. It looks like the ground begins to slope down at an angle. You can't see it, but you can hear the drip of like streams of water into a larger pool. Give me a perception check.
Could Tarek make one as well?
Sure, yeah. Absolutely.
Tarek.
At 1 second, I just closed my sheet. Better.
All right. Let me roll something here.
It's the second Sandpoint.
God, why am I rolling like ass today? You don't know what's there, but you can hear the like ever so slight creak of leather. It sounds like there is a person or thing readying itself on either side of the entrance right now. So like there's someone to the left and someone to the right.
I just lean back to Tarek. Blitzkrieg.
Derek just nods.
He's gonna run in.
I'll rush in after him. You go left, I'll go right.
All right, you guys burst in. I think they are like readying an ambush, so we're just gonna go flat initiative again. Show you guys their art. 'Cause I don't think we've looked at these guys yet. No, we haven't seen this version yet. These are Caliginis, or Caligini Slayers.
I'm gonna burn a hero point on that, I think.
All right, let's see if I can not roll nat 1 on initiative again. Well, I didn't, but I did roll a 2.
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Yeah, I rerolled mine. All right, better.
There we go.
I can't believe I rolled a fucking 2. I mean, I guess it wasn't a 1.
And I feel like we need to talk about your dice luck lately.
I've had some bad dice luck lately, guys.
I don't think that's true.
Look, maybe I sucked all the the good luck out against you guys.
Say, that was a rough one.
Hey, I mean,
The Ride of the Valkyries, Bombardier Goblins.
Look, sometimes goblins fly by with bouncy bodies that can't be hurt from fall damage, dropping bombs on you from giant vultures. I don't know what the problem is. I fucking love goblin flyers.
Also,
So
oh my
stupid.
god, our initiative rolls these days. these days.
Well, I think 3 of us become masters in perception.
Yeah. I would if I could.
Ah, fuck. Sorry. I might have cleared it by accident, but I'm gonna add everyone's turn in if you want to just retype your number.
I was 25.
You should be able to just click your number and add it back in. Like in the turn order, I mean.
Oh yeah.
Rookie mistake, Ben. What am I doing?
Is it safe to assume that these things are not allied with the things upstairs? Or no, it's not safe to assume that.
I mean, you guys haven't actually seen them yet. You're about to bust
They're ready
in
in
on
an
them.
ambush, and I'm about to go run in. You don't have the opportunity to try and talk to them.
Ben, how do I add
I'm
it again?
aware. I'm aware.
Sorry,
You're
Tarek.
first
I have
in
to add
initiative.
you into the turn, and now you can type where your number. Like it says 0, but you can just type that.
I'm just slightly concerned that we're going to anger all the ones upstairs. I'm just saying.
I mean, you do. I would say out of character, like there's not like one tribe of Caligini. Like there's like a dense population that lives in Underdark.
That's fair.
Are you saying all these Caligini look the same?
No, I'm saying.
To be fair, they are like all wrapped in bandage, and kind of you can't see anything.
The Caligini that were in the northwest of the map had stairs leading down to somewhere.
But they
And
all
we're
said they were
currently
leaving.
going to be in the northwest of the map fighting
Coincidences, nothing more.
They're also about to trying to ambush us, so.
I'm not saying we shouldn't kill them. I'm just wondering if we will incur the wrath of the ones upstairs.
It is Roland's
The ones
turn.
upstairs said the ones upstairs said they pieced out.
They did say they were going back to the Darklands. That is true.
All right, I'm gonna just charge in. Let's see, for here. And wham.
Well, that was wild. All right, this thing looks almost dead immediately.
All right, well,
Roland woke up this morning and demanded blood.
All right. As you drive your bastard sword through this thing, you see a purple light begin to glow in the cavern. Roland, from where you are standing now, you might be able to see there is a bunch of stalagmites over there and a pool of dark water.
Oh god.
You see a purple light start to emerge from there, and floating out of the water, you actually see there's a skeleton lodged at the back there. You see another creature, and I'm gonna show you guys his art token. As he appears, he says, you might think it's the same creature. You'd have to make a check to be sure. But this creature, whatever, says, who all speaks Thessalonian right now?
I do.
Sylvina, you hear him say something in Thessalonian. You don't see what's saying it, but you hear a, like, raspy voice say, "Have you seen my beloved? Have you seen Lyra LaRue? What have you done with Lyra LaRue?"
Which one was Lyra LaRue
The
again?
new one.
The self-proclaimed
The-
8th Rune Lord.
Self-proclaimed eighth
Oh,
Rune
okay.
Lord, who is like mega dead.
Or is she? That's big talk from someone who's
Presumably.
getting ready to fight Rune Lords in a different campaign.
Fair point. Fair point.
Okay,
Presumably, very dead.
wildly enough, it rolled a 31 and has less bonus than Roland, so it's going to activate right now.
Goddamn.
That was a very specific roll. Jesus Christ. Okay. He is going to... this is actually an interesting time for him to activate. He is going to turn toward the other Caligini Slayer. I also... Let me see how close you are to him, because he is giving off this, like, frightful purple light. Roland, you are 5 feet out of his aura.
Eat shit. Spooky.
The Caligini is... Jesus Christ. Critical fails and is immediately frightened 4. Jesus. What are we doing? NPCs, get your shit together.
These have been some very interesting combats.
Good lord. Okay, so frightened 4. Status penalty of 4 on all checks and DCs. Perfect. We love to see it. Why not? God damn. It is going to reach out and sink a bony arm into the Caligini's chest. Oh my god, what am I doing to my... Alright, he's gonna crit it on a nat 20. What the fuck? Why? What is happening? He's gonna deal 38 negative damage to the Caligini, almost killing it instantly. It's down in the red. And then this guy is frightened, so we're gonna be taking a penalty on the will save. Does indeed fail because he's frightened. Kind of hurt himself by almost killing his new ally, but Roland, you see the Caligini Slayer's eyes kind of burst into purple flame, and they both slowly turn to look at you.
Bring it, bitch.
That is one action that it's done so far. It is now going to bring it by action number 2, flying over to you. Action number 3, making its second iterative attack on the Vile Touch ability.
Like all of a sudden, we just see this purple ghost go flying by.
Yeah, you guys see this, like, streaking purple spectacle fly by. I would say, I mean, now that everyone has seen it, once it's your turns, if you want to make a check to see if is this, like, the same thing that was with the Caligini, you totally can. But we'll do that on each person's turn, respectively. An 18 does... what was that?
I don't think the thing that was with the Caligini spoke Thessalonian.
I mean, it didn't speak it. Who knew? Maybe it knew it. But it does fail to hit. You only got an 18.
Yeah.
So that was the strange character Visander. Solvina, if you want to give me... It would be a religion check to know more about it.
Sure, I've got this information.
This seems to be a slightly more powerful version of a specter. Specters are evil mortals who return to haunt the area of their death. They always seek to slay others, particularly humanoids. And their goal is to, like, distribute the pain they experienced to as many souls as they can. I think on a 22 you would know that, like, despite the fact that they are intelligent, they are incapable of rationalization. Like, you can't talk to them. It's basically got the mindset of like a starving person. But that doesn't count as one of your actions. It is your turn. I think on a 22, you would know that it's not quite the same type of creature that Remnant Incerol was. That was an Obe, who are like entities that live in the Underdark.
Is there a cap on Frighten, or is that guy at max?
He's at max fright, and it doesn't really matter right now because he's also mind controlled. At the top of your turn, Roland, if Visander's alive, you are gonna have to make a save against his aura next. Now he is closer, but that'll be the top of your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Selena. Let's close out the Visander arts, but we can see where you're going.
I'm gonna move 25 feet to here.
Okay. You come sprinting into the room.
And then I'm going to use a Fire Junction Ash Strider. Let's just go. I don't think that's gonna. Yeah, that's not gonna work, but that's fine. And I'm just gonna stride like that to get back to here, going through him.
Okay. What's the save?
I know it seems weird, but this is the way that I could get away from him safest while doing damage.
I will say you do have to make a will save because you are going to enter his frightful presence. Then he has to make it's a reflex save. He is going to regular pass it, so he'll
do hero point that.
Okay. He's going to regular pass it and take 7, by the way.
Okay.
That is a pass. That was good. You would have been frightened 4.
I saw the nat 1 and I said I need to do a reflex.
she was like, how about no?
Yeah, actually, fuck that. Lupin.
Alright, the first action, I'll go and stride into the room. Alright, 25 gets me here. Loop. Let's see. Yeah, gonna need to here. Alright, second action, I'm gonna go ahead and stride again. Head up over here. There we go. Alright, then final action, I'm gonna go ahead and chuck the Monarch at the remaining Slayer.
Cuts through the darkness in the room. Buries itself in the Caligini Slayer's head, and he drops.
Well, I just imagine like here it's like just like carves the scalp off and just catches it right back.
Rolls straight back.
All right, that's all for me.
All right, so that's gonna be Tarek.
All right, I'll move. 10 feet. What's this thing's this thing's radius?
It is 30 feet, so you're
Okay,
definitely in
okay.
it now.
Alright. That case. Since nobody really needs healing right now, let's see, that's 10, 15, 20. We'll bully him too.
Make sure you make the will save for its aura.
Yes. 26.
You're good.
Cool.
I think actually, hold on, let me check to see if regular pass is frightened 1. Because that might be the case. I think that. Let me see. Success. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Sylvina and Tarek, you're frightened 1. Even on a success.
But next turn, it wears off turn by turn, right?
Yeah, so basically for a turn, like, you're gonna have the penalty. So you're getting a -1 penalty on all, like, checks and rolls right now.
Okay.
And then next turn,
alright.
you'll have to make the save again. Basically, you're making the save until you like fail,
Okay.
or until you pass. Excuse me. Once you pass, I think you. Let me see if you're immune.
We did pass though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't have to.
I'm checking. So I don't think it'll matter for Sylvina.
Will affect my attack roll.
Yeah. So you are immune now, Sylvina, and you already like used up the -1 because it happened on your turn. So Tarek basically is gonna be -1 for like a turn, and then he's gonna be immune.
Okay. So I'm just gonna take a swing with flanking. I'm going to use the again the touch attack version of ignition. I don't see a need to build. I don't want to burn a more powerful spell on this thing yet.
All right. Faux show.
How much has nobody else has damaged it yet, right?
I did 7 to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I took
seven
out
is
the
all it's
Slayer.
taken so far. Yeah, both Slayers are dead now though.
It did not seem to resist the fire damage, did it?
28.
No,
I'll
I
have to
don't think
reroll
you
the-
noticed it resisting the fire damage or anything.
I will have to re-roll damage though, because 3d6 at this range. 12 damage.
All right, yeah, it's fire damage. It seems to go straight through.
All right.
Gangini is next. Let me just cross out the Slayers because they're fucking dead. 5, 15.
Didn't even get a turn.
30. Yeah, truly brutal. The Slayers did not even get a fucking turn. I think this thing does still have a lot of health, so we might use an actual spell here.
Cast fireball on us.
Yeah, just fucking fireball immediately. No, but I think we're gonna do a force barrage. Probably just level 1 though. Sorry, I would cast it 3 times. That is only 1. So 2 more. Alright, 16. Bolts seem to knock off some of the purple smoke around this thing. Oh, sorry. 2 bolts because I moved. I'm an idiot. So it'll get a little bit back. But still pretty good. Roland, it is over to you.
Yep. We'll say first.
Yes, to see if you're going to suffer these penalties for the turn.
I get a critical success because of bravery, if that's a success.
Yo, that's crazy.
Actually, I don't think I added it to my sheet. Do I have bravery at this level?
I'm not sure, but that is awesome if so.
Yeah, level 3.
I'm so excited to get that for fortitude saves. That's what I got.
Whenever I roll a success at a will save against the fear effect, I get critical success instead.
Oh my god, that's crazy. All right, Roland, you look this evil ghost in the eye, just like, nope.
Tuesday for a for a former crusader.
Yeah, that's so in character. Holy fuck.
$21. I assume it's reducing it by some.
For what it's worth, flanking. So you would have 29 on the attack roll.
29 is still not enough to crit, but is still a hit. This thing does seem to be reducing it somewhat.
Yeah. Second attack.
But you're working it towards bloody. It's almost bloody. That will bloody it. Oh, 32 is still not a crit now.
Damn. All right.
But it is a little bit past bloody now, a little bit past half. All right. It's gonna be Visander. Oh, I forgot to make a will save for Gangini. Let's see. I'll hero point it just so we. Yeah. Okay. So that is a pass. He was frightened for a turn and then he wasn't. Visander now.
How tall is this corridor?
The corridor. Hold on. The cavern is 30 feet. I think the corridor, it looks like it's like less than 10, like 8 feet.
Ugh, okay. How tall is Gangini?
I do not know that off the top of my head. Let me see if he put it on his fucking sheet, I guess. I have no fucking clue.
Just kick him prone.
That's fine. I'll just assume that he is too tall.
All right.
If it's an 8-foot
Visander,
ceiling, that's almost certainly the case.
he is going to start with Tarek. Tarek does a. Oh, actually, that's gonna be quite a bit. I don't know if that's gonna crit you. 35 crit you.
Oh, 100%.
All right. It's gonna be. All right. That was not the right dice that I rolled. Why did I type that? I wrote 12d12. It's d6. But it is 47 damage. I need you to make a will save. Also, this thing seems to suck some of the life out of you and gets a bit of health back.
Alright, 47. I'm trying to math. 50.
You can just type minus 47.
Oh.
If you click on the health bubble and just type minus 47, it'll just subtract it.
Okay, I didn't realize that. I'm gonna spend channel points on that.
I would.
Yeah, it seems like a...
I would if I were you.
Wait, didn't he already pass? Isn't he already immune?
This is a different
This
one.
is the effect when it
different
actually
effect.
connects with the melee touch, the vile touch.
Okay.
Better.
That is a success. Not a critical success, though, but since it is a success, you are stupefied 2 for 1 hour.
Just drooling out of his mouth.
Stupefied 2, your thoughts and instincts are clouded. So right now you're taking a -2 on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks and DCs, including will saves, spell attack modifiers, DCs, and skill checks that use those attributes. Also, anytime you attempt to cast a spell while stupefied, you have to make a flat check of 5 plus stupefied value. So you have to roll a d20 and get a 7 or higher to cast right now.
Yeesh, alright.
Second attack toward Roland.
Yeah.
18 again. Weird. It's a miss again. And we'll do the third one toward Tarek. But double iterative attack penalty is going to knock that away for sure. Okay. So that is the end of Visander's turn.
Tarek from that is just like... I think he is just like wheezing after that get that hit.
Yeah, I will say that was passing, even though stupefied is still super important for that check. Solvina.
Such an awkward spot. I guess I'll get to...
You could just take a action to shove Gangini.
The problem is I need to use 3 actions to do the thing that would hurt him and an attack.
That is my bad.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'll just move somewhere where I can next time do it. So I'll move to here, took a stride, and then I will send a flying flame through him at this angle so it doesn't hit Roland or Terra, because I can control the path.
Alright. Flying flame. Alright, let's make the reflex save. What is your DC? That might be a crit success.
DC is 25.
That is a crit success.
This thing got 35 on the reflex save? Damn.
That is weirdly its best save.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I hope it was a high roll at least, because otherwise I should not be doing.
Oh, it was a high roll too. It was a high roll too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's it for me then.
Lupin.
Why is reflex its highest save? That seems odd.
I truly no idea. I was trying to figure. I had the same thought. I guess it's just it maneuvers really easily.
I guess if it's incorporeal, it's like agile.
True. I
Does
just
not
thought.
seem like that would.
I just figured
follow?
it would be will because it's so like single-mindedly focused on its goal.
Yeah, that would have been my assumption. Or fortitude, because it doesn't have a body to like do fortitude things to.
Yeah. Its
Anyway.
fortitude is bad.
Anyway.
Alright. Go ahead and hang here for the moment. I'll go ahead and first action wind up and chuck the Monarch at the Sander.
23.
23.
That is going to miss. It kind of fades through its spectral body.
I think maybe Tarek should try to do like an AoE heal in case this thing
This is undead.
But I think you have to choose, right?
I'll check. Well, when I get it.
That might be one-y. I don't know. It's either 1-y or 2. You have to like choose. Like, are you doing a burst heal or a burst undead damage?
Alright.
That seems silly to me, but that's a weird rule.
I agree, but it would be very overpowered sometimes if not. Hold on, I'm gonna close the door really quick.
It doesn't sound like something that 1E would do though, because 1E has things that you can do with some things where like
That make no goddamn
very
sense.
clearly were not thought through for that exact reason. I'm particularly thinking of which one is it?
No, it would work. So looking at, you channel vital energy to heal the living or damage the undead. If the target is a willing living creature, you restore 1d8 hit points. If it's undead, you deal that amount vitality to it. It gets a fortitude save. But if you're doing the full 30-foot emanation, this targets all living and undead creatures in the burst. So because it technically targets them all individually, it would still apply, I believe.
Alright.
Well,
Alright. So since Alright, first deck didn't work, but maybe I can help out a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna try throwing an insult at it.
Bonmot.
Bonmo.
A Bonmo.
So why not?
30 feet. Give me a diplomacy check.
Alright. 23?
Will DC is 10 plus its will. That will just barely pass. But regular success, so it's still taking -2 to perception and will saves.
Alright, cool. So, at least a little something. Alright, I guess here, it said, like, Lupin sees it, it's like, see it here, and probably says, last stuff's like, oh, you're looking a little thin there, buddy. And then, let's see here, I'll just go ahead and...
I feel like it's probably so baffled. Like, it's a being hell-bent on putting its pain into other people that it, like, can't even take, like, a pun. It's like, what do I even do with the information that has been provided me?
Strike back out of the way here, and then that'll be perfect.
Alright. Tarek.
It's only Roland and myself that are hurt, correct?
Yeah, looks like it.
I know what you're getting at with the burst. I'd rather not do that just yet.
If it helps at all, I'm not really hurt at all.
I was gonna say, how healthy are you?
Roland's down like 8.
I'm drained.
No, I meant...
Oh, you are drained though. Yeah, that's true.
I meant Tarek. Just
I'm
'cause-
pretty. I bet like half health. I'm pretty
Tarek's
hurt.
at 54 out of 101.
Oh,
I would say focus on yourself.
Yeah. Hang on. First, I'm no longer frightened. I think, given the, I think given that his mental faculties have just been assaulted, I think he's gonna kind of go in reset mode, and I'm going to attempt to use my focus spell in beast shape.
Ooh, hell yeah. What are you shifting into?
My saber cat form, but now it's large size.
Alright.
big kitty.
I think the composed orc you see the bestial fury cross his face as the untamed spirit. It is technically still a focus spell, so I do have to roll the stupefied roll.
I was I was looking up saber-tooth tiger, or trying to find the token that I used before, because I can't fucking find it. I just looked up the word tooth. Forgot I had used a tooth fairy monarch in a previous game. So it's a tooth mace, in case anyone's wondering.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, its little fairy helpers work with it too.
I was not wondering, but that's good to know.
I get. I am no longer. Let me make the stupefied roll. So it's just a flat d20.
Yeah.
Typical.
I'll give you points if you want.
I have some. I'll use them.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and use them.
Can't complain with all the nat 20s I've gotten this game so far.
True, true. I'm just gonna use a lion token for now, because I can't fucking find it for some reason.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, never mind, didn't work.
So I think
And it
Karen
goes
is. I
away.
think his brain is just assailed by all this. He's just like, all right, well that's 2 actions wasted, unfortunately. I think in that case he's just gonna take a big swing with his club or with his staff. 32. 34 with flanking, actually.
That will definitely hit. Not
34
quite.
crit.
Very close, but not quite.
Okay, so just 12 magical bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, it is partially reduced, but you do get some through there. Seems to at least
Oh.
undo the healing it got off of you.
Alright, well, that was unfortunate.
Uh,
And that does cost me a focus point as well. I'm assuming you just lose the things you...
yeah. Gangini is going to upcast Force Barrage. So for 3, so it'll be, and he's gonna upcast it to, we'll say, level 2. So there's gonna be, because 4d4 plus 2 for each one, so plus 8. 21 force damage to Visander. And force damage does not seem to be being reduced right now. Roland.
Yep. I'll try to punch a ghost.
Punch
God,
a
if only that
ghost.
was a crit.
That does hit. Again, it is partially reduced, but this thing is still kicking.
I'll make a second attack.
Even with flanking, yeah, 19's not going to do it.
Alright.
You want to make a
And I'm
third
immune
attack?
to the fear effect, right?
Yeah, yeah. Are you making a third attack? You still have an action, right?
Vicious.
Oh,
spin takes-
Vicious is 2, duh.
Yeah.
Alright, I think it's going to go at Roland with the first attack now, because it's never actually hit you on its first iterative attack. 25? That's exactly it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be 22 damage, and give me a will save.
Is this a fear effect?
Ooh, I believe it does count as a fear effect. No, it is not.
Damn. I'm gonna use channel points.
Okay.
There we go.
That is still a fail on a 24.
24 is a fail.
Yep. It is a DC 25.
Damn.
You guys, much like the other Caligini, Roland's eyes beneath the helm burst into purple fire. You're going to obey Visander's telepathic instructions.
You guys have a turn to get him dead.
Yeah, I think it
Bad
just
things start happening.
it in your mind, Roland. You hear, "Kill the one in the black cloak," and you know it's like you're gonna go execute Gangini.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell me to execute someone who's actually here.
You know what? Let's make it fair. I don't know who we'd hate the most right now. Let's roll a d4. 1 is Tarek, 2 is Gangini, 3 Solvina, 4 Lupin. All right, that was like Roland's dream.
So when he says kill Lupin,
Kill the one with the
is he controlling me,
animal
or am I
ears.
just my mindset has to be I have to go kill Lupin?
Let me read the exact text. The failing creature is controlled by the specter, obeying the specter's telepathic or spoken orders. Must obey not obviously self-destructive orders, which I don't think this would be. You do get a new save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
Yours is bitter because I insulted him.
And you do still take that 22 damage, by the way. Then it's going to go at Tarek.
Yeah.
Miss. And Tarek again. Also miss. Alright. Solvina.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna send another flying flame through it.
Alright, reflex save. It doesn't crit, it does regular pass, so having 26 to 13. This thing looks barely alive.
And then I'm gonna send an elemental blast fire at it. 34 to hit for 7 fire damage.
That with that last little bit, in a burst of purple light, Visander vanishes. Roland, your eyes turn back to normal.
Okay, good.
You guys are gonna get that does count. So you guys are gonna get a hero point as well as 90 experience.
270.
See, that's ideally what I'm gonna do on my turns is a 2-action thing and then a 1-action attack. At least for now. Once I hit level 8, things will begin to change. But
Yeah, I think for all the casters, level 8 is going to be our next major pop-off point.
Yeah.
Well, once I hit level 8, I'm gonna take my first overflow kinetic blast, and then things get weird. I start having to actually manage my elemental gate for real. So
For real. It's for real this time.
well, the thing is, right now I just open it and then I'm good. But when you use
You gotta like track it.
closes the elemental gate, so then you have to spend the action to open it.
I hear what you're saying.
And they tend to be 3-action things that overflow it. Typically, at least the one I'm going to take is. So I have to have turns where I open it and turns where I don't, and it's a whole thing.
Fair. You already spotted this earlier, Roland, but the skeleton that's stuck in the back of the wall, you see that there is a blade stuck up under the jawbone, as if whoever died here was like stabbed viciously in the throat.
Kind of blade.
It appears to be a serpentine green dagger. I think that's all you. I guess are you going like up to look at it?
Yeah.
It looks like a serpent where the tail is like a serrated green knife. You can also see there's a very distinctive symbol carved in the head of the snake. It's an 8-pointed star.
What is with all the fucking rogue gear in this dungeon?
Truly, I don't know. It's a lot of rogue gear.
So Arcana checks, I guess, on this thing.
Yes.
While they're examining that, Ben, I'm going to roll a medicine check on myself.
Go for it.
Probably Gangini is gonna, I assume, take the first crack at the Arcana check.
Ben, what is that? How much do I roll?
God, which level are you doing?
Like, oh yeah, that's right. I have to pick one, don't I?
I mean, I assume at this point you'd always be picking
It'd be the
second
DC
level.
25 one. Yeah.
Or there's it's 20 or 30, but you're not a master yet, right? You're just expert. Or
I am a master.
Okay, so it'd be DC 30. Do you think you would have done that or the expert, which is 20?
Probably 20.
Probably just on the 20.
Okay, in that
Although,
case,
yeah, because like DC, I can't with plus 15, I cannot reliably hit DC 30.
Okay. In that case, the 20 it'd be on a crit is 4d8 plus 10.
Yep.
Then if anyone wants to hit an Arcana check on that dagger.
I figure I can do it, but I figure Gangini is probably the one who's gonna.
Yeah, I can do it too.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you do one for me too?
This is a dagger of venom.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I really like the dagger art for the dagger of venom. +1 dagger. When you critically succeed on an attack roll, the target becomes sickened unless they make a save as a poison effect. Once per day, when you hit it, you can trigger the like better poison, which does 1d8 strength damage and enfeebles them.
You're good rolling.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
Lupin should take the.
If anyone else wants to grab like Lupin has multiple magic weapons. He can't carry
the thing is,
3
like,
weapons.
I'm kind of good with like the Monarch. That's kind of been like my go-to for a while. So if someone else wants this,
I
they
think
can have at it.
you may want to focus into dual wielding.
I would
With all
say.
you could use both.
I mean, keep in mind a dagger is something you can hide on yourself if you ever need to like subtly have a weapon.
True.
But I was
or
Gangini if he's out of spells might need a weapon.
Or we could sell it because we need money. We haven't been
We
earning
could
any.
sell it.
That's true.
Yeah,
it is worth 70.
yeah.
What is it? 75 gold. That's pretty hefty.
Because my weapon upgrade's going to cost 1,000.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like each tier for tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, it goes up tenfold each time. It's like
it's meant to be a lot more difficult to get higher pluses in this.
Yeah.
Man.
And I would also need to look into we'll see. I whether we sell it or give it to one of the others, I would be I'm okay either way. Either way, it's a useful thing to have.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, someone just mark that down in the loot then.
I assume I'm not getting the upgrade to my weapon equivalent because it's 1,400.
Good
so
lord.
my next
What?
thing's like.
Also, Ben, I still need to get the loot list from the 2 sessions that I missed.
Fuck. Yeah, we gotta meet up
poke
during
you
a
about it
different
this
time.
weekend.
Yeah.
I'll poke you about it this weekend.
All right,
We
let's
need to
take a quick pause there. Then, since we finished that fight, and we'll do a bathroom break, then come back. I've moved over, I think, all the decoration stuff from my old place. I'm gonna put some purity seals behind me for next stream.
Nice.
I have a purity seal for every like not the small tournaments I go to, but every big tournament I go to. I have my opponents like sign it as I go through the tournament.
I need to have the one with the oh, what do they call it? The one I got when I was at the War on the Shore up here.
I don't know. Oath of Moment thing? I am unsure. Okay.
It was essentially an AI. Okay, I found it. It was an AI generated just purity seal thing they printed up for everybody, and it was supposedly a quote from the hymn, the scripture of Tropic Conquest.
What is this? Send me a picture later. I'm curious.
Yeah,
to
I
see.
will.
Okay, but you guys did defeat that person. And you guys can see. I mean, the tunnel splits up ahead. You can go to the right. You can see there's a bit of a fork over here. Excuse me.
Okay, so there's nothing else in this room?
Sorry, actually, that's why I don't like this song. I realize because it reminds me too much of Halo Reach, which I actually love, but it's not the vibe. All right, sorry. Say that again.
I assume we are just I assume there's nothing else in this room.
No. Seems pretty. You guys found the big magic knife.
Okay. Who wants to go first in exploring further?
Also, while we're doing treatment and stuff, would we have time to wait for my stupefied condition to wear off?
I mean, if you guys want to spend the hour.
I mean, we spent 40 minutes treating myself and Roland.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. What time of day is it at this point?
You guys went through that. It's probably like around noon.
Okay. Yeah, we can take the 20 minutes. I still got the nice thing about the fast travel. You know, we can stay here longer.
I would say probably while, everyone's recovering and you guys get patched up, I think Lupin would be thinking, and he taps his cheek and says, those, maybe we can, if you guys would be comfortable with it, maybe we could talk about those, like, strange dreams we had. Maybe see if there's something in common. We might be able to figure out what's going on.
I mean, I'm always happy to gossip about dreams, but I didn't have any strange dreams.
Eric kind of grumbles. Fortunate.
So up to you guys in character if you want to reveal the stuff that you guys sent.
I guess Lupin will sort of sigh and then nod his head and say, like, well, since it was my suggestion, I think it's only fair that I volunteer to go first.
Go for it.
Okay. So he's like, here, he'll lean up against the wall, take out a cigarette match, and light it up, take a long drag as he remembers. All right, so it's weird. It's like, because normally when I'm dreaming, it's like in third person, it's like I'm seeing like myself, but like from the outside. But this is weird because I was seeing it in first person, and it's like I didn't know what was going on at first because it's like I was laying in bed, but I was being carried. But then I realized this was that night. That night, my parents left me at the orphanage. I couldn't see their faces though, and it's like I kind of thought I did at first, but it's just these black, like scratched out spots. They left me at the at the door, and then they ran away. And then as they did, I just saw all these like dark figures descend on them, and then and he shakes a bit, and he takes another drag to steady himself, and then it descended on them, and they just start stabbing and hitting them, and then they fell over, and then there was all this blood, and then I started crying, and then that's when I woke up.
Did the others with dreams share yours in response?
I think Carrick exhales deeply. Fine. What do any of you all know of the orcs of the Storval Plateau?
I'll roll. I mean, I know, but
I've heard stories about them, but nothing concrete.
We have our holds out there, many tribes. Lets down the big, the big bear pelt that hangs from his back and undoes one of the shoulder pauldrons, and you see a tattoo done the hard way, with stone, crude ink, lots of ritual scarring on it, of essentially of a huge wild boar with massive tusks on it. I come from the Razor Tusk clan. Ours, we did not even it's a particularly savage tribe. Was nearly wiped out a couple decades ago. After that, the chieftain, the new chieftain, the old one was killed, decided that the best way forward was to double down on the raids, the pillaging, the slaughter. My dream is of the last of those raids I was on, fighting with one of the encampments of native Zhuan-Ti. They got wise to us before we attacked. Somebody found one of our scouts, and it wasn't a raid, it was a battle. And in this dream, I'm standing there surrounded by scores of dead humans, orcs, my own brother. As it rains, as there's blood and rotten flesh in the mire. And it was that moment I left. But my dream is of that moment, standing there amongst a burning encampment, people screaming, orcs howling, dead all around, to include my own kin. And then I woke up.
Sorry. Does anyone else want to jump in? If not, that's also okay.
I think you guys are just thinking too much about this. I think someone or something is screwing with us. We just have to kill it.
Yeah, I don't want to speak for Gengi, but we can say retroactively whatever he decides out of session. We can say that it happened during this moment.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lupin takes another drag from his cigarette and says, "Well, I don't know. I thought so at first too, but then, after our fight with with the devil back in town, Quink found me and told me that him and his associates did some more digging, and they did find out something about my parents that kind of made me think about some things."
given what we've heard of the people who are also having nightmares in town and what you saw in the ghost stone in Sylvina, I agree something's fucking with us. But it's doing it in a very personal and a way that is both very subtle and very personal. He grimaces at that. I don't like it.
I would agree with that. It seems like it is very much, family members are being picked at.
They wear us when we dream.
I mean, it's what interests me is it seems like what they were saying is that this monster came out of her mother in her dream. It's interesting that the dreams everyone seems to be having is about family members dying, but it's going to be emerging from the people themselves, right? That's kind of interesting. But
that is something. And Lupin finishes the cigarette, puts it out against the wall of the cave, says, I am curious. And he'll just sort of look around, making sure that there isn't any other strange creatures or anything eavesdropping on us.
Sure, give me a perception check.
33.
I don't think you hear or notice anyone spying on you guys. I think on 33, you do notice there is a faint smell wafting from the tunnel to the east of you. It's very like musty coming from that way.
His little fox nose will wriggle a little bit, but say, I am curious if any of you might know, and he'll lean in really close to you guys, still, and where he's like, here. What do y'all know about the Aspis Consortium?
Is that like specific to Sandpoint?
I don't. Out of character, I don't believe so.
Which part is for Sandpoint?
I don't believe the Aspis Consortium is limited to Sandpoint, but only.
Oh, okay. That part
that
cut
is
out
my
for
understanding.
me,
That is my understanding as James, not as.
No, yeah,
Derek.
it's not.
That was,
I think you knew enough before that it's like. I think when you made that Nat 20, like what that dude was, the Aspis Consortium is like a global organization, much like the Pathfinder Society.
Yeah, Derek would look at you completely blankly, but
Sylvina probably has no idea either.
Well, what Gangini told me was that he's only able to get a little bit so far, but apparently my family name came up with some sort of connection to them.
Gangini rubs their chin, thinking. I don't know. Just interested.
So does that mean you're a nepo baby? But like,
wow.
Also an orphan.
I mean, kind of hard for me to take advantage of that sort of thing without, knowing who, being an orphan.
Well,
but...
I just mean like, is this the type of thing where we reunite you with your family and suddenly we are rewarded with fabulous wealth?
I mean,
Sylvina's fucking like
possibly,
drooling over there.
Carrick just kind of looks over. I'm not particularly well versed in city folk, but how many criminal groups do you know that reward strangers with fabulous wealth?
Well, maybe they'd reward us with some work they'd do for us. I don't know.
Yeah, but then that also begs the question of why did they leave me at the orphanage in the first place? And like, I don't know, is there any like connection to the dream? Like, all right, here's what I'm thinking. All right, and maybe you're right. This dream's fucking me, but here's what I'm thinking. Right, like maybe they. Maybe like they had me, and it's like they want like, hey, we don't want to child growing up, as part of this organization. So they put me at the orphanage, but then someone in the organization found out they're going on, and then they want to take them out. You know.
No. I mean, it could be,
Anything's possible.
but just my thing here: just leave your options open.
I mean, like I said, it's just it's just, this is just what's it called? Brainstorming right now.
I mean, it all depends on what kind of business they get up to.
Look, if it turns out that your parents were murdered for, trying to have you not be a criminal, which, marginally successful, and you want help killing whoever killed them, I'm right there with you to help.
All right. Well, thank you. Let's just All right. Let's. I think you're right. Let's not go jump to conclusions. We're just we're just brainstorming right now.
I'm just saying.
No bad ideas when we're brainstorming.
I think Parrot kind of gives Sylvina a sideways glance at that one, but doesn't say anything.
Saying, there's nothing wrong with taking some revenge. It should be supported.
Right. Well, like I said, there's only really two things I know for sure. One of my parents was Kitsune, this, and then one of the others was an elf, because you see him snap his fingers, poof, smoke comes an elf, and the other one was an elf. And then snaps his fingers and changes back again.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, couldn't they both be Kitsune?
I mean, I guess possibly. Like, look, I don't.
Possible,
It's
but
like, look,
likely.
I don't know how genetics works. It's not my area of expertise.
I mean, it's not mine either.
All right.
That's good to know.
Though who would think? Though who else might know some more about my whole situation. So maybe, and you can tell he's, like I said, you see that grin on his face. He's thinking about, it's like next opportunity he gets, he wants to ask Red, see if she knows anything about the whole situation.
Makes sense.
Said it before. Well, just think, you gotta be careful with getting too heavily invested. It's just the safe way to go.
Well, I don't have to right now. Maybe because we might need it for later. But this thing, and you see him take out the monarch, hold his hand. This thing does allow me to once a day talk to someone's dreams.
Wait. I'm sorry. Once a day, you can talk to someone's dreams.
Yeah, and you see him point at like one of the carvings of like here. Yeah, it's like I didn't even realize that here. It's like, yeah, it's I basically send like a message to someone, and then they see it when they go to sleep.
Oh, okay, but you can't be in their dreams yourself.
Right. It's not something I have like direct control. It's like sending
Right.
like a letter to someone, but then they see it when they go to sleep. Think of it
Yeah,
like that.
that makes sense. I was just thinking that if you could go into someone's dreams, you could like go and see the dreams of the people who are being affected by this, and that might give us more information. But if you can't do that, you can't do it.
Inception noise intensifies.
No joke that the Inception horn is my notification ringtone.
Mine's the Jawa noise. The Utini. Except for it's if my parents text, they probably want me to do something. It's the Scorpion from Mortal Kombat yelling, "Get over here!"
My dad's
Are-
ringtone was the Imperial March for a while because he is my father.
It's pretty funny. Pretty good. Okay.
We heading east now, I guess?
A lot of interesting theories being bandied about.
Yeah, so Lupin's nose wiggles up against like some kind of must smell come from over here.
Well, I think who's gonna investigate first? Who's gonna lead the way?
I have the dark vision, so I'll probably go first.
Are you all still lit up?
Oh yeah, is
Yeah,
there a duration on that?
the light will just last until I put the light away.
You do
Okay.
pass a staircase on your right, Tarek.
Do they go up or down?
It does go up.
Might want to just check to make sure that's the staircase that goes to where the Caligini were.
I think if you want to check, you spend like 2 minutes going up there. It is where the Caligini were.
That's what I figured.
I feel like we need to get Lupin some like goggles of dark vision or something because you're the stealthy guy.
Yeah, he doesn't have the best perception.
We are glowing, so
Yeah.
You'd be glowing. All right. As you're entering the
You're glowing,
room
more
over
you've got
there,
little fires floating around you.
Oh my.
yeah, little glowing wasps and stuff. The air in this cave has an unpleasantly musty element. The farther in you go, the stronger that smell is. You can see it's likely rising from a thick tangle of noxious green and brown sheets of fungus that grow in a thick carpet on the floor in the eastern part of the chamber.
Well, I suppose if you like mushrooms, this is your jam. Can I make a
That
perception check?
mushroom jam.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Not great, but I'm not going to re-roll it. I'm just saying, wondering if I see anything amongst the fungus.
Just seems to be fungus from the angle you're seeing. What's up?
Do you have the hand? Did you give us the handout of like the map of? Yes, you did.
I don't even. Yeah, apparently. Which map?
Interesting. Sorry, just the map of the Sandpoint hinterlands.
Oh yeah. I think I gave you guys that.
That's a possible concern.
I'm really curious what you're looking at. That's concerning.
Well, it occurs to me.
Yeah.
That Sandpoint is downstream of the Devil's Platter.
Intriguing.
And that is something that I think seems maybe a bit concerning.
Certainly interesting.
Anyway.
Water does indeed flow from the Devil's Platter into the Tarandarok River.
That was what I was looking at.
Yeah. Oh, it's true.
Just has me thinking.
Yeah, well, there's certainly some things to puzzle there.
Yeah, it just has me thinking that, the mushroom specifically gave me thought that, a potential doom could be a poison in the water supply.
I'll move up slowly.
Alright. Tarek, you can see the room, like the carpet of fungus over there. It looks like the room continues to extend to the east over here. You can also tell it's wrapping around to a tunnel on this side.
Okay. I'm not gonna step onto it. I'm gonna come a little closer and see as far as I can see. Any issues?
Nothing so far.
Suddenly an orc pops out. Oh, a Warhammer 40 orc.
I was just that.
Yeah. I was
Say,
like,
wait,
what?
what?
Yeah. Warhammer orcs are fungus.
Yes, I
We
do
just hear
remember that.
wah from around the corner.
Wah.
They are, yeah, very angry fungus.
They're just having a good time.
They're having the best time.
They're really having the best time.
Yeah, they are fun guys after all.
They are the only ones in 40k having any kind of fun, really.
For real.
Mm.
You can
Alright.
see that it looks like there's another tunnel across the slime over there.
Are we gonna have
Can
to
I-
traverse that?
Perhaps not all of us. Is there a? Can I make a nature check to see if like, can I? I want to see if there's like any way I can try like fortify us against this stuff. If I did want to go across it.
Give me a nature check on it. On this like green brown slime mold. I mean, this seems to be pretty innocuous. Like, it smells bad. But it's just like a thick carpet of slime mold. Most ones you've seen like
Does
that
he
are
think
not
it's
like inherently
flammable?
poisonous.
No, I probably wouldn't think so because like, it's going to be damp.
It's pretty damp.
Okay.
For everybody to wait. Oh, Ben, don't forget Gangini.
Oh yeah. Dragon.
How about we just leave the slime pile alone for a bit?
So
Yeah,
we,
we'll come
we
up the other
have
areas first.
we can go southwest, and maybe southwest will loop around.
Yeah, we
That's
can
fair.
explore other areas first before traversing
But-
the field of stench.
Oh shoot! I should have explored
So
modus.
far, this seems to be the only way to get to the southeast.
I'm gonna put explore mode on because I forgot to do that. Like
This
I
takes
did.
us back to the false devil.
It does, yes.
And I don't know if this southwest tunnel brings us all the way to southeast, but
Well, that's what I'm saying is that so far, really, the only way we know for sure to get to southeast is. Well, actually, we could try through this door over here as well.
There is also
Yeah.
the door.
On the outside, yeah.
that's probably where that door leads to.
We
Yeah.
might as well try opening the door, just see what's beyond there, you know?
We can,
Okay,
but
who
let's
wants to?
check. I think we check southeast first.
Yeah.
Since we're here.
You mean southwest?
South. Yes, thank you.
All right. Let's describe this room. This cavern, you can tell, once featured several stalagmites, but now all that remains are dozens of shattered stumps. Someone or something has smashed them apart, only to heap the chunks of stone into a mound to the east. Tunnels exit the chamber in 4 different directions, but something deeper along the passage to the south shimmers with an unpleasant orange light. Give me a perception check. All right, 29. Okay. So, Tarek and Lupin, you see that there are several creatures hiding behind old stalagmite stumps, and 2 in the pile of rocks. cannot get an ambush out of my creatures to save my life. See these folk here.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
If anyone has, let's be a nature check to know about these guys.
Don't have to know what they are to know that they need to die.
Yes, but if you know what they are, it might help you kill them more efficiently.
That's the problem. You think too much.
These are Darrow. Short, wiry humanoids with milky white eyes, kind of grayish blue skin, and just like shocks of off-white gray hair. They are the descendants of a type of fae that was long ago abandoned in the deepest, darkest caverns of Galarian. As such, and kind of due to their frightful appearance, they are the subject of many fearful legends and folk tales among the surface races. They often skulk beneath major metropolitan areas, and kind of as a result of being so often shunned, they have oftentimes taken to performing like cruel and rather twisted experiments on any unwilling subjects they can capture. All of them, you can see, they're all about like 3 feet tall, like 70 pounds, very small.
Their names are meant to be visible, right?
Yeah, they just are.
Okay. I'm just thinking based on the name, they might be like those. I forget what they're called. You know that one bit in the Shadow Cursed lands in BG3?
Yeah, I hear you saying. You do see that,
like Aratya.
yes, I do see. You guys do see that one of them, like the 5 are lying in wait. Sorry, 4 are lying in wait. The 2 in the rock seem to be asleep, which kind of strikes you as odd.
They're not necessarily evil, even though they like do.
Oftentimes, the ones lurking near towns and cities have been evil.
Gotcha.
They're not necessarily all evil, but kind of as a result of being so often shunned, their culture has made this shift into the cruel.
Do they look like they're waiting for us?
Waiting for, yeah. I mean, you guys know you did a fight in the next room, and it certainly wasn't quiet.
Maybe just start off with the stranglers, and if the sleepers wake up, we kill them.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
Can I try to? Is there a deception skill? I'm not trained in it.
Bluff?
Yeah, there's deception.
Or deception.
There is. I'm just not trained in it, though. I was gonna say I was gonna act like I didn't see them and then try to like stealthily stab one, but I don't think I can.
I mean, if they've noticed, have they noticed that we've made them?
I would say you could. I mean, it would be probably a deception check to hide that.
I think.
Not trained. Yeah, I think it's on.
All right, then then it's on.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
It's on like Donkey Kong. All right, I will roll them in. And then I will roll in Gangini.
You still need to clear the order.
Oh, we don't need to clear the order if it's a new map, or if it's the same map. Sorry.
Okay.
If it's the same map, it just like auto overrides it.
All right. I'm always used to. In my other game, we play on Foundry, so you always have to clear the order for every encounter.
Foundry does make you clear it every time. Oh my god, why am I so bad at initiative today?
It's the worst ambushes ever.
Oh Jesus! It's like such an ambush-heavy floor too.
Just
And
throw
Wait,
like a
You're
grenade
also-
into every room we go into.
I mean, to be fair, you're also dealing with a very perceptive party, Ben.
that is true. All right,
Well,
let's start
I'm
there.
not very perceptive. I'm just not ever doing scouting.
Lupin is up first.
All right. It's first action stride. 1, 2. All right, here. Then I'll go ahead and make a melee strike with the Monarch at the dude right in front of me here.
That
Right,
is a hit.
24 for 15. So yeah, just sort of like stride in. It's like you just see him just sort of work. Lupin just effortlessly just like squeeze between the two of you. It's like here, slash up at him, and then let's see. I'll just take 5-foot step here, and then that's my turn.
All right. Tarek.
All right. Move to here. Press with my back against the wall. Ooh, they're in a nice, convenient line, aren't they? Uh, it's kind of messed up to lightning bolt them.
Maybe it's not messed up. Up to you.
I'll save the big stuff until I can take the measure of these guys. Wow, sorry, my UI is freaking out here.
You're good. No worries.
Honestly, I'm just gonna electric arc them. The two closest to me.
Okay. And all right, go ahead and hit your electric arc.
Not great.
Basic reflex, right?
Yeah.
Both fail and take 5.
Yep.
All right. The one that was asleep that gets shocked does wake up.
Probably could have just nuked them, but either way, I'm not. I want to get a measure of these things before I start firing big spells.
Roll.
I think shocking him has probably made him hostile.
Yes, that would be a good guess. It like jerks a head up out of the stone.
Well, if we're doing this, what does prone do for rolls?
What does what do?
Prone.
Prone. I believe it'll give you a bonus to hit them, or is it penalty to AC in this version? They're off guard and take -2 to AC. Okay, so basically they lose 2 AC, and the only actions you can take are crawl and stand. No. They're basically just off guard, and they can only crawl or stand as an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll vicious swing the prone one.
Okay. Right, their AC is even lower. 26. 26 is not enough to crit, but that does take 29, which appears to be a hefty chunk of its health. It's past bloodied.
All right, second swing. Actually, wait, no, I moved. So
you did move
yeah.
up. Sylvina.
Yeah, all right. I'll move to here, and then I will send out flying flame. Take that. 30 feet, and
Alright.
it hits 3 of them.
The top 3? Or 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. The right 3.
Oh, the one including the one right in front of you. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is that.
Alright, here are reflex saves. They all pass, so they'll all take half. So 10. Bottom one is now bloodied. Middle one is on death's door. The other one is not either of those things, but is awake now.
It's unfortunate they passed mine and failed on the 5 damage electric arc.
Yeah, that was a bad reversal.
Yeah.
Gangini. I think Gangini is just gonna throw a cantrip at the one that is like.
Okay, if he's
Go on
using a
over here.
cantrip, it'd probably be Slashing Gust.
Yeah,
which is
it'll be
normal
slashing
go-to.
gust. Okay. 12. The one in front of Sylvina takes a blast of air and starts bleeding. For a D4. Or no, sorry, it's only a fucking crit that does it. Listen. But this one is also on death's door now. Alright, it is the Stranglers. This one is gonna guard it like 5-foot step over here. Roland, this one is gonna move by you if you want to op attack it.
Yeah.
And then that'll hit for 17 as you cut them on the way by. This one will go to here.
And what's their AC?
I mean, you're close to a crit. Actually, hold on, that might be a crit. Oh no, that is a crit. Sorry, 32. I did my math wrong. That is a crit. So 17. Okay. So this one is past bloody now then, but still up.
I think there's like a whirlwind strike I can eventually get.
That sounds fun.
It's just so niche to be like completely surrounded by enemies.
These two are each gonna take an action to stand up. This one draws a crossbow as an action. This one is going to draw an Atlas. It's the weird hook spear thing in their image with a leather strap on the back. Oh no, go for it. Ah, damn it. I refreshed it by accident. Alright, well, the stream image will load back in a second. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I was fixing the stream's camera angle and I accidentally refreshed it. So they had to stand up. They each drew a weapon. The one... actually, hold on. This guy will not need to flank. They'll back up. The crossbow one is going to take a shot at Solvina. Solvina, does a 23 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be 11 damage. And I need you to make a fortitude save.
If it passes, I crit succeed automatically. All of my successes on fortitude saves
you do
are
crit
successes.
succeed. You do crit succeed.
Would I crit succeed anyway?
No, it would have just been a regular success.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
curious for future things they might do.
The next, the one that is wielding the Atlas in front of Roland, is going to try to wrap the leather cord of the Atlas around Roland's neck by kind of like tossing it up and spinning it around his neck.
What is it using? Atlas?
Yeah, it's the thing in their picture, the weird like hook spear thing, but it immediately fails.
Okay. I don't think I saw their full look.
And then who's gonna go next? The one at the back is going to hold its hand up and cast darkness. What? I guess actually, I don't know that it would counter your wasps. Let's see. Does your light ability, Sylvina, have like an effective level? Or does it say that it functions as like, does it say it like functions as a torch or something?
You create a magical torch-like flame.
All right. Everything is snuffed out. I'm going to leave the lights on for now so the stream can see, but effectively you guys cannot see anything unless you have dark vision right now.
Does not give a...
What about low light vision?
No, it is pitch black in here. If it says like, I think it's effectively a torch then. If it doesn't give a spell level, this is gonna make people flat-footed against attacks right now. Probably should have started with this, but here we are. The one that did that, you guys can't see in the dark, but it moves up to here, and as a ranged attack, throws that Atlas towards Sylvina. Sylvina, 22.
Yeah, that hits.
It yanks you off your feet. And you are currently tethered to it right now, but she's not doing anything else.
What does that mean?
It's kind of like being entangled. It might not matter on your turn, but next is the one next to Sylvina. Who is going to hit you with the Atlas. Oh, sorry, I didn't do damage to the last Atlas. So first Atlas does 6 damage. Second one does 7 damage. So 13 so far. The one that is next to you doing this wraps it around your neck and is going to make an athletics check. You take 9 more damage as you are currently like grappled and she is like choking you out with the leather strap.
Okay.
Now we are gonna go over or grabbed, sorry, not grappled. Grabbed is the condition. The one over here is going to try and do the same thing to Lupin. Miss. Going to try the thing again. Still a miss. And Tarek, you don't have an op attack. But you do see what's about to happen. It's going to attempt an acrobatics check to tumble through Gangini's space and succeed as it kind of runs over here into the tunnel. Last but not least, this one moved and has not taken any actions. You know what? It's actually, we're going to make this simple because I'm going to lose track of more grapples if I keep doing any more. From its position, it's going to fire at Roland. Miss, second attempt. Does hit Roland. Roland, you're going to take 8 damage and give me a fortitude save.
Hero point.
Okay, that was a good bet because that would have failed. But you do pass, and you resist the poison that she coated the bolt in. That is their turns. This person's grabbed. Roland was failed to be grabbed. And I'm gonna mark for you guys. Be funny and give them a little turret. The ones with little turrets are the ones that have crossbows out right now. Lupin, it is pitch black in here.
For fires that I make that, like I send on abilities, do they produce any light in here?
Ooh, that's a good question. All right.
Because nothing I cast has an effective spell. Because I don't do spells. Nothing I do is technically.
Yeah, because it's not technically spells. Huh. Surely
I think this is the one off of being able to cast fire stuff at wills.
This says light does not enter the area, and any non-magical light sources such as a torch or lantern cannot emanate any light while in the area. But yeah, I don't know. You're in that weird in between.
Yeah, what the fuck? How has this not come up for people? I'm like looking this up on Google, and like no one has interacted with this. How has no one encountered this combo? This is insane. Okay. I'm looking at the kineticist. Special rules. Elemental. Okay. I think it does count as magic. I'm going to make a ruling here. We'll treat it as other versions of darkness in different games. We're going to say it snuffed those initial lights. You could make new lights with magic. Or like your fire will light stuff up.
Okay. Good. Good to know.
But it is Lupin's turn. Currently, it is still dark.
Alright. Alright. Let me check something here. So if I did it here, that would be, if I want to, that would be 2 actions. One to pull out the torch, another to light it, correct?
Yes, but the torch would not create anything. Because it's not magical.
Gotcha. Alright, never mind then. Alright, may as well just give a shot here. Alright, I wanted to attempt to attack, the Strangler that's, here with it, that I'm in, melee range with.
Alright. It'd be a 50% miss chance. Concealment. Well, let me check. Yeah. So above 50%, so that would work. If it's above half, which it is. Okay.
Right, does 19 hit it?
19 does barely hit it.
So, yep. 15 piercing.
You carve one of them up, and Sylvina, the pressure around your neck releases.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what does the grapple condition actually entail in this one?
Grab does you're held in place. It gives you the off guard, so -2 AC, and the immobilized conditions. If you attempt to manipulate anything or anything with the manipulate action, you have to succeed at a flat check or it's lost.
And if I were to have just like discorporated myself into ash, would that have gotten rid of it? Because it's a polymorph ability technically. It's not a move ability.
I guess if it doesn't have a manipulate or a move tag on it, then yeah, I guess you would just burst into ash if you were still being strangled.
It's polymorph. I don't know what to. I checked the tags to see if it had moved, but it didn't. It didn't polymorph.
All right.
Fair enough.
I want to kind of free up some movement for you guys, so I'll just go ahead. Stride here. Da-da-da-da. Then, all right. I know it's still dark, but I'll attempt to attack against this one at a map. Let me roll first OC. If we hit here,
All right.
right
That
then.
does.
See.
I think you do have to. Hold on. Let me see. I think you have to make a flat check when you're moving through darkness.
Ah, right. Okay. I'll go ahead and roll that then. Right, for movement. Check. 9.
No, I think you. I mean, kind of just bump into the rock over here, probably.
All right.
Unfortunately.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll forget that. And all right. Yep. I'll just go ahead and end my turn there.
All right.
Could he have just thrown the monarch?
But he can't see.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm not gonna run over.
I mean, he could, but I would definitely make you roll not to hit rolling.
Like all you guys running around, if I'm like here, I'm not gonna risk throwing that thing and hitting you guys.
That is fair.
Character.
All
right. So yeah.
Tarek, you do have dark vision. So you have a clear picture of everything going on right now.
Yeah, and that actually.
Roll the one making the darkness.
Which one? Yeah, which one cast? Or is darkness a concentration spell? Actually, would I know?
This one cast.
Do they have to? Does it have to be maintained or,
no.
or concentrated? Oh, it says they concentrate.
Let me see. I don't see anything about them concentrating on it.
All right. Well, I mean, if Gangini would have dispel, so he might be able to take care of it. But there's also one behind us.
Well, when it gets to my turn, I'm just gonna put on lights again.
All right.
It's true.
The angles here are a bit odd. I don't have a lot I can do this turn.
Lightning bolt through everybody.
No, that's a bad plan.
Please do not send a lightning bolt through 3 of us to hit 2 of them.
Yeah, that's a bad plan. I was thinking about doing a hydraulic torrent through there, but sorry, Ben. I
No, you're good.
Really did not think through my action here. All right, I got one. So I will move to protect, give Lupin and Solvina some cover. Then I'm actually going to. I haven't gotten to use this spell in quite some time.
Oh. Grease.
I'm going to do, so where I'm going to go, so starting with the Darrow Stranglers, that square, one more, there, and there. So the 4 contiguous squares hitting both of the Stranglers with the crossbows.
Alright, hold on.
See if I can't make them fall on their ass.
So, one there. Whoops. Alright, and what's the save?
Reflex. Yeah, reflex against my DC, which is 25.
Okay, so it's both of the archer ones.
Or 23, excuse me.
One pass, one fail. The one on the left, or sorry, the one on the right, the rock one, falls over.
All right.
So this one, hold on. They are currently prone.
All right. I'm just trying to. I didn't want to start blasting stuff out, so I just want to try and hamper them.
That makes sense. Rolling. You know there's one
So
in
is it
front of
just
you.
So is it just an action to try and move to a space I can't see?
It's a flat check to not fall.
Yeah, but it's a 5-foot step, right?
I think you still have to make the check on a 5-foot step. Let me check.
But it doesn't take like an extra action, right?
No.
Okay. And it's like 10 or higher, or what is it?
I think the. Let me check. I actually think it's just a flat 5. It just is a flat check, which by default is 5.
So then,
So I think Lupin would have done it.
Because he rolled a 9.
Yeah.
So he would have just
Why
murdered
is this
the.
so unclear? I thought there would be more clear rules on darkness, and it is all very unclear posts about this. Yeah. What to say? So Lupin would have just killed this one earlier. So I'll put Lupin back over here.
Yeah, because he got a juicy crit.
Yeah, I think. Well, from where roll? I mean, the last time you saw someone, you saw a person. I think the easiest one to remember, like you saw one dead ahead.
But this is the one that turned off the lights, right?
Yes, there is one. Yeah, you know, there's one like lower left of you somewhere that turned off the lights.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move a step to the left.
Yeah, I'd say so. Give me just flat 5 on a d20. Now one. I think you just fall prone over there as you can't see your feet in this room. You can still take an action. I think just standing up would make you make another roll. So you could stand up as your second action.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fall over, stand up. Oh, you still have an action left.
I'm gonna try to step over again. God.
What is happening? All right,
All right,
Sylvina,
that's it for my turn.
turn on the light, Sylvina. Solve this problem.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna put on the lights on the 4 of us who don't have dark vision.
All right, lights re-illuminate the cavern.
Terrible. Truly, truly terrible. Do any of them look particularly low on health?
Not that you can see. I mean, one's around the corner.
Okay. I will send a 2-action Fire Junction Elemental Blast at the one that casts darkness.
Okay.
23 for 15 damage.
Alright, takes the full 15. They stagger back as light kind of illuminates the cavern. And then, whoom!
And that is it for me.
Alright, I think Gangini is going to 5-foot step and try to finish this one off with a slashing gust. And will, because that one was barely alive. Blood splatters the wall as a gust of wind rips down this hallway. Okay. Let me read Grease again. Okay, creatures using action to move. Okay, this one's gonna 5-foot step out of the grease.
Would have been really kind of it to do that last turn.
This one's
before there was
gonna.
grease there.
This one's gonna stand up and then 5-foot step out of the grease. So they've used. This one's used 2 actions. This one's used 1. This has used none. All right. The far left one and the one that is highlighted. They are both going to hold their hands up toward the party. And so that's gonna be in a 10-foot burst. So centered back here in this corner. All right, everyone but Gangini is going to make 2 fortitude saves. And I'm going to roll the damage dice.
I'm going to hero point the fail.
Fuck, I dropped that on the floor. Okay. Solvina, you pass both. And they crit.
Crit successes
Yeah,
on
you're
both.
totally fine. Nothing happens. Tarek, you had 31 and 25, which are crit success and success. So no damage on the first one, 9 damage on the second one. And then Lupin and Roland still need to do 2.
Alright.
Alright, Lupin fails both. And takes a total of 17 damage. And Roland. Roland.
Sorry.
You're making 2 fortitude saves.
Thing.
As 2 okay, success. So you have it, you're gonna take 5, and then you crit succeed the other one. So 5 damage. There's 2 big thunderclaps of noise as they cast this magic. This one didn't have enough actions to do that, so it will level its crossbow at Lupin. Rolled a hit. Lupin does a... Ooh, that's not very good. 19 hit? Or 18, sorry. Does 18 hit Lupin?
I think he's like 24.
24? Okay, then...
Actually, with my new armor, I'm 25 now.
Alright, then never mind. That bolt sails in the darkness, and that's the end of their turn. There's only 3 left. Lupin, what will you do?
Alright, let's see here. Alright. I'll go ahead and... Do I want to go this way? Alright, I'll... let me see something real quick. Alright. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and go this way. So I can get up in this dude's grill. Alright.
Alright.
Then go ahead and attempt to melee strike with the Monarch.
Alright, you bring the Monarch to bear, going to slice.
Sorry, wrong one.
Still a hit for 11.
For 11. Alright. So here, and then 5-foot step back. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Tarek.
Alright. Uh, I think I'm just gonna 5-foot step forward and give him the ignition slap from the Staff of Fire.
Alright, the old ignition slap. Sylvian, I see you measuring.
You will probably be measuring.
I see you plotting over there.
Is there something wrong?
No, it's fine. The first path
Sounds
you
like
drew,
only I
though,
can do
was,
it.
like, wild. There was a lot of zigzags in the first one.
I'm assuming a
Well,
26
yeah,
hits.
yeah. I mean, I was
Absolutely it
hopeful, I was
hits.
hopeful.
8.
No, it's 3d6. I roll 3d6.
Oh, that's right. Sorry,
on the-
sorry. Yeah, I'll add the 8 back, then roll the 3d6.
17.
Oh my god. Alright, you kill it. Would not have killed it without the d6s, but you wham! Bursts into flame. It's like white hair going up like a torch. Wow. Effective.
That was better than I thought.
Yeah, holy shit. Roland?
Last turn.
Over here. And I'll go for Vicious Swing. Okay.
That is a crit and just cuts the Darrow in half in one strike from full health.
Love it.
As its two halves kind of slide in opposite directions.
That's it.
Alright. Sylvina.
Alright, I'm gonna send out a flying flame, and then a one-action fire.
Fails the flying flame, 20 hits, so 9 plus 19 is 28. This one is way past bloody now and almost dead.
Didn't crit fail. Oh well.
Gangini! I mean, I'm not going to burn spells while he's not here, so we're going to go for the old classic. That's another crit. God, we're dunking on crits today. Another just blood splatter hits the wall as Gangini takes this one. And we are out of combat. Wow, that was impressive. Okay, that is going to be... let's see. That is going to be 40 XP.
Okay. So are the stairs going up or down?
The stairs that you see in the corner there.
I mean, it depends on which way you go up them.
Thanks.
Smart ass.
I could like hear the joy in your voice as you jumped in to say that. The stairs to the north are leading down.
So
Ben,
I
how much
guess
XP did we get for that one?
40. 40.
Guess we're either exploring west or south.
I'm not ready to go down to the next floor yet. Yeah. I think we go south next.
Well, there's still west. We can still go
There's
west,
still
see what's over west.
Yeah, but that would probably be a separate map. Let's just focus on this one for now.
Let me gather up all these bodies and get rid of them.
Can we at least take a look down the corridor to the west and see, like...
Can we also, is there any loot or anything interesting in here?
You deleted us.
Oh, whoops. Who did I delete? I deleted Voz.
Fighters are too strong.
Oh no.
Me again.
What the fuck?
How to get rid of them.
I hit Control Z and you briefly appeared and then it brought back the Darrow. Okay, interesting. Don't know why it did that. I'll just drag you on again. That was weird. The Darrow Stranglers. Combined across them, there is about 36 gold.
Hopeful.
There are also 6 hand crossbows and 6 Atlas. And that is about it. Ooh, sorry. A bunch of they also because most of them didn't fire theirs. Actually, let's see. They used 4 of them, but oh my god, fucking math. 6 times that minus 4. There are 26 doses of poison that they have. If I was to take a nature check to identify it. These are 26 doses of lethargy poison.
Oh, all right.
It's a lot of fucking poison.
Yeah,
That is a lot of poison.
they had a lot of poison on them.
Just give it to Char and tell him it's an energy drink.
Stage 1, if you fail. So first failure, slowed for a round. Stage 2, slowed for a minute. Stage 3, unconscious with no perception checks to wake up. Stage 4, for unconscious for 1 round. Stage 4, unconscious for 1d4 hours.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'll put the archive link in the Discord.
All right. And
Did those things even have 64 HP?
Well, these things? No. They had like 45 each.
Obscene.
That's why I went to straight, like, just split it in half, because a good, like, 20 over their max health. It's not just a kill.
all right. Before we head south, can someone take a look down the corridor to the west?
Okay.
As far as the map goes.
You
see.
give me a perception check.
I'll take a look with them.
Not 20. You can see, you start going down it for a bit, and it, like, twists and turns and winds back and forth. But on a nat 20 perception, you realize that this tunnel, despite all its weird twists and turns, keeps returning to the same general direction. The tunnel is leading towards Sandpoint.
Interesting.
But you would know that, like, it's miles to walk to Sandpoint from here. Probably a bit, like, probably about 2 miles to walk normally. I don't know, a couple miles. This is more than that, as it's, like, going back and forth.
I think we found another route back to town.
We should walk that at some point to see where it leads, but I don't think we need to yet.
Agreed.
I see more
Makes
of that
sense.
fungus south.
All right, let's go check west.
To the south, to the south as well. You guys would recall, from the other description, there is, like, a bright, like a shimmery, unpleasant orange glow coming from that direction.
All right.
I mean, it looks more green, but sure.
It gets more orange the farther you get.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's right.
I hear you. The beginning is green because it's shining on, like, a green area, but it is more orange the farther you get.
I see doors.
I also see doors.
I see doors as well. Yeah.
You do see 2 doors right there. That sure is the case. Give me a second to describe what you're seeing down there. And then we'll be pretty ready to call it for tonight soon, but we'll get a couple more things done. As you approach over there, you see softly glowing patches of pale blue fungus and mold growing in stripes along the walls and ceiling of a large cavern. It gives the entire place the illusion of being underwater. To the north, a 5-foot ledge descends, switching back on itself after reaching a lower area overlooking a large lake of dark, rippling water. So this section actually does have water. Where you're standing kind of looked fake underwater. Across the water, a stone balcony looks out over the lake. This area here. On the opposite side of the lake, however, you see a sphere a sphere of glowing orange crystal about the size of a human head that sits atop a low mound of gravel and mold. Looking at this water, you can see that it looks like there's no clean water flow like there is in some of the other stalactite rooms. This water is stagnant. It's very still. Give me a perception check.
I'm not gonna re-roll it.
I can roll.
What is with my dice today?
You got some crits.
No, I've definitely had some
It's a
good.
lot of crits and a lot
yeah,
of ones.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dice have been bipolar.
Yeah, for real.
It's
Like
been
all
all over the
all
place.
or nothing. But Sylvina, Lupin, Roland.
You need to play some roulette.
You can't really see what it is, but you can tell every now and then, despite that this lake is stagnant, you see every now and then ripples disturbing the kind of muck-covered, algae-covered surface. There are things moving down there. So, to give you a sense of up and down here, on the edges of the lake, like here and by the orange sphere, water's about 10 feet deep. Most of the lake in the middle, about 25, or about 20 feet deep. This balcony over here is 25 feet above water level. So, like, this balcony is above the ledge where you guys are. You're kind of, like, looking up at it. This platform on the opposite end is about equal with the level you're at right now.
Can we make a something check to figure out what the orb is?
I would say, yeah, go ahead and give me, an Arcana check.
I'll probably ask you.
And I'll probably roll it as Gengini in a minute. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Okay. 27. Okay. Item level. Yeah, that'll work. This is a unique magic item. It doesn't strike as anything you've seen before. But as you analyze it, there is certainly an element of conjuration as well as just you get the feeling this is disrupting the natural order. This is giving off like chaotic energy.
Let's go over there and smash it.
You would think the closer you get, this thing will begin affecting your mind. There's certainly some sort of mental effect.
Can anyone shoot it from here?
I can take shots at it from here if we really want to.
Do it.
Okay. I am going to use the weapon infusion to make an attack at it then.
Okay.
So the weapon infusion was the one that gets me range of 100 feet. So basically it's going to look like Sylvina's making like a long rifle out of fire that shoots a blast of fire at this thing.
Boom! It rips across the room. You kind of see like the streaking light like mimicked on the mucky surface of the water. Give me. Is it an attack roll spell or is it not spell?
It's an attack roll.
Okay. Give me. Yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll. It's gonna be 21.
Since we're about to end, I might as well use a hero point.
Sure, go for it.
$35.
All right. The bolt seems to slam into it, and there's a brief moment where you see a bit of a crack on it. But as you watch, the orange glow seems to radiate brighter from the crack, and it seals itself.
Okay.
And and we will come back to this strange underground environment next time. All right, thanks everyone for watching.